say? Cool people always yellow.
No.
They say yellow instead.
No, they're dicks.
If I say yellow, I seem like a dick?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
What are you selling me?
Yellow. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee in a swell sport coat. Is that what ladies call that? What do they call that?
That's called a job interview.
Getting out of here? Getting out from under?
Selling some real estate today?
Well,
It's a whole new,
I wish.
It's a whole new
I
morning.
wish I was selling mine.
It's a new morning in America.
Uh-oh, wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Dear.
Oh, don't go there.
Here we go.
Someone's got a new house in their
Well, I got an old house, too.
Oh, boy.
Oh, that's right. You still own your old house.
Yeah.
Christy recently moved, and...
I still have my house.
Well, thank God the market's doing good. Oh,
well,
sorry.
good. Certainly you don't... Watch this, Tom. Certainly you don't miss your old house, though.
I do. A warm hug. I went over there the other day.
I saw that picture of your girls in the living room of your new house. That's beautiful.
Well, thank you. The new house is really nice, and I'm very blessed, but it's the old house was, I don't know.
Yeah, well, Andy wasn't there. There's a plus.
Oh, my God.
I got a new place. I told you that, didn't I? I live in the hotel down the street. You know that.
I'm surprised you're in the same county.
I tell her I walk a lot. You know that. I'm going to go out for a walk. I'm down 3 or 4 hours.
He likes to mow the lawn all of a
I got to
sudden.
go mow the lawn.
Yeah, put on those headphones.
Headphones, mow the lawn.
I'm not kidding. I know a guy that has plenty of money, put it that way.
Uh-huh.
And he also has some acreage, and he spends most of his summer on a tractor out there with headphones on, mowing the grass.
Why not?
I'm not sure what to make of that.
As a kid, we never had grass, really. I don't know why, but the house that I lived in until I left as an 18-year-old adult, I've had this. The front yard and most of the backyard would never grow grass. It was just dirt and mud, and when it would rain, it'd be mud. So then I got my own place. I had a really nice yard, so I was into mowing the grass. Well, that's way over. Thankfully, I got a guy now to mow the grass. So it didn't. It lasted 30 years, though.
That's a good run.
Being up and happy about mowing grass.
Now, this radio station, like many other radio stations, you have a big field here with a bunch of towers in it. Mm-hmm. And you just see yesterday,
somebody mowed.
Somebody was out there.
Yeah, thank goodness.
But now, in today's world, when you mow grass, you got big headphones on.
Oh, yeah.
So you got something to do. Like, there's probably someone mowing grass. Well, let's see. Depends where it's daylight now. In Italy right now, but listening with some headphones on.
Well, you know what they've got? The Raycon earbuds is what they've got.
Yeah.
Of course they do.
Or the Raycon over the ears, whatever you got.
Yeah, right. Whatever they've got.
But I never liked cutting the grass. But
I was out there last night. I couldn't believe it.
I did, and then I didn't. Pat Godwin's back, Tom. Look at that.
Hey, look at you.
Yeah, I love cutting grass.
Yeah, I do too, Pat. I love it.
Don't you? You have an electric mower, right?
Yeah.
So do we.
Can I ask a really dumb question?
Sure.
Does that have a cord on it?
No.
Okay.
No, they used to.
Christy's doing a spit take.
Well, that's
Early on, they did, I think.
Here's the thing, Tom. You need to realize, I told you this before, and you evidently didn't listen to me.
Of course.
Technology in magnets and batteries are off the chart. It's unbelievable how great battery-powered equipment is.
But I have a leaf blower.
Yep.
It's the battery kind.
Yep.
Right.
But my one that plugs in is twice as good. So
then you must have there's comparable ones that run on battery.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you're not looking. Yeah.
I like the backpack ones.
Oh,
I want to get one of those. Those
Jeff
are great.
knows all about this. You had some fun times landscaping.
Gas powered.
Yeah, those are gas powered, and I've seen them catch fire on someone's back.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'll never use those.
You know what?
Yeah.
Twice.
Well, I guess I'll get a electric one.
No. Hearing this, to hell with that. What's the odds it's going to happen for you, Tom? You need to try this backpack stuff. I think that's a great idea.
Are the backpack ones all gas?
Yeah.
No, then I'll.
Can't do that.
They must have a battery-powered backpack, though. That's more powerful.
Okay, yeah. But
how many batteries does it take to do your yard?
One, and then if I do, there's like kind of a second section in my backyard.
Right.
I can sometimes get it all done in one.
That takes us two, but it's all good.
But you still have to go out there and do it.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Go out and do the mowing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Do you wear headphones?
Earbuds, yeah.
Okay.
Raycon earbuds, of course.
So sure. It's a different world then. In any event.
It's funny, though, but the old house, we had someone mow. We had our, the young boy that.
A lad?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, Brady. He's still doing it.
But you're not living there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you're paying most of the bills for the house. I guess the electric, you don't have to keep it air conditioned, do you?
Not yet. I haven't turned it on yet.
Okay. Well, once again, Christy has an extra house.
I don't think I've ever moved to a new house.
Yeah, I know.
Without selling my old house
right?
first.
That's kind of how people do it.
Yeah, right. That seems like
normally you would do that.
Yeah.
Common sense.
By the way,
your house will sell so fast.
Yeah.
Don't you worry.
During a previous
Liars.
administration, at one point, I had to move to a new one.
Let's not get started on previous administrations, okay?
No, this was a real cluster F.
Okay, you had to move to a new one.
Check.
Yeah.
But while building a new one, I had to buy one to live in and still own the other two.
Oh, that beats me.
Well, first of all, congratulations. You must be doing quite well.
Yes.
Oh no!
Secondly-
There were, if you do the math on that, that's 3 mortgages.
So you're sitting there going like I do every month. Oh God, please, just not 1 month. I just
Anyone, please, for God's sake, buy one of these
I
things.
don't know how I said Brady. It's Bodie that does me.
Okay, well, we have to move forward here. I did some research. I'm trying to find, maybe someone can help me here, a grass seed that will, when your dogs pee on it, won't just leave spots everywhere. I don't know if I can change it.
It's usually your dog's urine.
I know, that's what
And I've heard that's only female dogs that have that
I've
problem.
heard
it's,
that too.
That's not true.
It's not true.
No, my boy dogs are, It's
Yeah, I've had that problem, but now I don't. It's weird. I don't know.
You know how you tell a boy dog from a girl dog when they're urinating? The girl dog just squats, but the boy dog stands up.
Yeah.
That's a whole other one.
Occasionally leans against a tree.
What a day I'm having.
When you walk your dogs, my dog, one of them anyway, one of them immediately goes and gets rid of everything. The other one parcels it out, the big one, the golden retriever. He'll go a little bit, then he'll look around, then 300 yards later, wait a minute.
Oh.
Got to leave a message here.
Yeah, we call that a landowner. He's letting everybody know this is all mine.
So if anyone knows the secret, I've Googled it and everything else, but I want to
I
know.
don't think there's a secret, buddy.
You got yellow spots? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And someone, what is it? One of the things, fescue or something. I don't know. I've got to do some.
The girls
research.
have
Got too much nitrogen in their urine.
Girls have worn away pretty much all the grass from around the deck. And and I look at it every day and I go, I'm going to have to plant it. But then I think, no, I'm not going to put grass seed down. It's an honor to have these two wonderful beings ruin my lawn.
Yeah, okay.
It's an honor to pick up their crap. That's the way I look at it.
Okay.
That's what I had to do.
Maybe that's what you need to look at.
Now, coming up, some very exciting things today, including an early edition of Today in History, since we've managed to screw it up every other
And
day in the
crazy
last 2
sports
weeks.
last night. 2 upsets in the NBA, and John Gruden might be back in football, and the Tush Push looks like it's on its way out, and Joey Chestnut is eating some stuff again. And
All right,
And
Joey.
Pat Godwin's going to come back with a song, and your letters, including a letter about driving a truck that may be taller than the bridge you're about to go under.
Oh, we talked about this yesterday.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Right now, we're going to talk about being safe and secure, and this is a product called SimpliSafe because it's so simple to use.
they sell security, but really what they're selling is peace of mind. And we trust SimpliSafe here at the Bob and Tom Studios with the cameras and the security system and the thing. All you have to do is visit SimpliSafeTom.com. Millions of Americans enjoy the new standard of home security, just like me. Greater peace of mind every time they arm their system. They have active guard outdoor protection that prevent break-ins before they happen. That is the name of the game. AI-powered cameras backed by live professional monitoring agents monitor your property and detect suspicious activity. If somebody's lurking around, agents see and talk to the lurker in real time, can turn on spotlights and even call the police, all before they have a chance to get inside your compound. No long-term contracts or cancellation fees. Monitoring plans start affordably at about $1 a day, and there is a 60-day satisfaction guarantee or your money back. And there's an offer to end all offers just because you know the Bob and Tom Show. Go to SimpliSafeTom.com and claim 50% off a new system with the professional monitoring plan and get your first month free. 50% off and first month free. Go to SimpliSafeTom.com because there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Can you do the out cue?
There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
I might be having a snack.
What you having?
You're eating on the air.
Is it the Metamucil crackers?
Oh, it might be.
What are you?
All right.
I may need some of those.
I didn't think we were going to talk about that.
Okay. When
Anybody else constipated other than Pat? Anybody?
Nope.
Okay.
Not me.
Pat had a personal best yesterday.
Yeah. He was using terms like launched and discomfort and all sorts of stuff.
It was a very rough.
The Pitocin kicked in, and we needed a book of baby names. We are in the O'Reilly Auto
Look up
Parts
sepsis.
Studios.
It's a dead end.
Once again, we are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. I'll get it out. And this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Even the title, Love Actually, and none of it could actually ever.
I just pulled a muscle. Also been watching Love Actually again. That's the big debate in this room, by the way.
Josh, correct me if
finally
I'm wrong,
watched it.
Josh.
Josh hates that movie.
No,
It's
Josh
flawed.
loves it.
It's flawed.
Yes.
It is utter garbage. But it's hard for me to get mad about it. I mean, it makes a lot of people happy.
I think you said I don't care about any of these people.
No one is real in that, and that's the. I could go. I really am thinking about doing like an hour and a half podcast about why it is absolutely so bad and why its thesis is a total lie.
I like the idea of you. I like the idea of you doing that podcast because that'll take 3 or 4 people to put that together, and they won't be on the roads in my way.
It's not a documentary.
Well, here's the problem. It's bookended with real people meeting in an airport.
Right.
And then the thesis is, now I'm going to show you some more examples of real love, and it's the fakest BS you've ever seen. That you can't do that. If they hadn't done that. If the movie, and it's even the title, Love Actually, and none of it could actually ever.
I just pulled a muscle.
I'm so sorry.
We'll be back. We'll be back with more of the Bob and Tom Show.
My fake anger may have just gotten me fired.
I think my ACL just tore. Jason, did I get it in time?
Not even in there.
If you want me to stay, I'll be around today.
What y'all miss this time?
Fresh, I think. I'm not sure. I got it all figured out.
What's the name of that song?
If you want me to stay.
Oh, God.
And you got to say it just like that.
Josh,
it's not fun.
No more Love Actually talk.
I'm so sorry.
You know what? If we watched that together, you would be amazed and possibly disgusted. I can't. This is a true statement, and I might cry. I can't watch it anymore. I can't.
It makes me
does
cry
do-
too.
It makes me too emotional.
Me
Makes
too.
me so emotional. I can't tell you.
It's very sweet.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yes, it's very sweet.
Although I initially did as well had a problem with Hugh Grant dancing around whatever the hell he was dancing around. And I don't
love
care for the
them.
Pointer Sisters. Don't care for it. But
Yeah,
you know.
he's playing in one room, and all of a sudden he's dancing around the house. You
Yes.
can't hear the music anymore, Prime Minister. What are you dancing to?
So you've got a problem with housewife sound
Don't you
system.
like the old guy, Bill, what is it, Nighy, whatever it is?
Yeah.
Singing away, and then the
No, not really.
no.
You don't like speakers all throughout the house?
There are. That's never. No, that's not what's happening.
All right.
You don't think 10 Downing has a pretty good speaker system?
It's never established in the movie.
I think one could assume that 10 Downing Street might be the
Now, keep in mind also
most heavily wired
that Josh
building
is
in all of England.
one of the top 3 foremost authorities on horror movies.
Yes.
Yes.
And you're.
I love a lot of garbage. So do keep that in mind.
That's another chapter title. I got to start writing these chapter titles down. I love a lot of garbage.
Greatness isn't given. It's earned. It starts from the ground up with every step, every move, every moment. Because when the game is on the line, you need the best. The new Sport Athletic Performance Insole from Orange Insoles. Stability, support, dominance. Orange Insoles, because greatness starts from the ground up, even when you're sitting down.
We have Gianmarco Ceresi.
Hello.
How did I do?
It's beautiful.
Beautiful. Now, where did you grow up?
I grew up Maryland, Potomac, Maryland.
Okay.
Not in Italy? Darn it.
I know. I'm much more Jewish than I am Italian, just to get that out there.
So what? So Dad was Italian.
Dad's like a little Italian.
Okay.
Like a little, and Mom's just Jewish, and they gave me this name. And when my dad raised me, he acted like I was 100% Italian.
Oh.
And I did, the DNA, and it's I guess in like the 1930s, my great-grandpa Luigi, his real name, my great-grandpa Luigi, and my great-grandma Donkey Kong, they immigrated here. Little island of Nintendo.
Nintendo.
For a second, you thought it was real. You're like, is that you're Sicily, yes.
So would they call you like John Carlos Sarasso?
Sure, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No, my dad, he was like, he was a fighter. He would, punch people, and they called him Crazy Cerezi.
Oh.
Okay. And that's how I know I'm different, because when I was in high school, people just called me Cerezi So Gazy.
Oh.
That's what I got.
See, kids are so nice.
Yeah.
When you become a Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less.
Wait, what? Which one is it? More or less?
It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials to not hear.
So Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal?
Yeah, more or less.
Become a Bob and Tom VIP member. First step, click the link at bobandtom.com.
How are ya? Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Scilac Insurance News Desk. You don't want anything to do with that guy, do you? Somebody coming in.
I kind of do it first, and then
How
no.
are ya? There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, how are ya?
All right, enough.
There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hello.
Jeff Oskay's here on the ones and the twos. Tom?
I thought we'd give
Chick. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Yes, Tom.
correct all around. I thought I would give Patty G an opportunity.
All right.
To get his mind off certain issues. There was an internal.
Is that why you weren't here yesterday? You had a little
I'm not talking yet.
There was a blockage, shall we say?
Oh.
No ability to make a boo-boo?
Yes,
Didn't
certain
be able
issue, and
Couldn't boo-boo?
I had my girlfriend talk me through it.
She talked you through it.
Let me
She
tell you
told me
something.
what to guess.
Oh.
Let me tell you something.
She wasn't sitting there cheering me on.
That is a loving partner.
Yeah. All right.
Absolutely.
I want you to think about.
Clarified.
I want you to think about it.
You're on your way.
Oh no, we went a bunch of different ways. They all-
Typically, talk therapy works for many things.
But-
Bowels, maybe a hypnotist.
Buy a squatty potty? What'd you?
I wonder if
I
there's
had a horrible issue.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's a hypnotist that works with people that are constipated. I mean, if that
Maybe some kind of mental, loosen things up.
Yeah.
well, that'd be a weird gig, huh?
You are a goose.
Yes. Think like a goose.
Lay an egg.
Your bowels are loose and
As a goose.
Things are going to open sesame.
Loosey goosey.
In any event, Pat, I'm sorry. I'm glad you got it sorted out. But it's kind of funny because you missed a story yesterday, and we've got a follow up to that story coming up. It involves a road rage incident in which a woman,
I saw that. Yeah,
quite literally ran to the other car. She was having an argument with these people and defecated on their car.
Yeah.
And the whole thing is on film. It's just disgusting.
they call her the Delco Pooper.
Yeah, I don't know how poor Delco got involved in this. But yeah, that's her nickname, the Delco Pooper. But it reminded me of the famous Mad Shatter.
Oh yeah.
From Broadway. This was a few years ago.
Oh, yeah, I saw that show. Yeah.
This is
it was amazing.
I'll quote the New York Post.
Fosse wrote that. It was they published it after he died.
Yeah, I'll quote the New York Post. A mystery public pooper was on the scene in New York City in the Broadway Theater District. The so-called Mad Shatter was striking at various musical tryouts, reportedly defecating in dressing rooms and backstage.
Is that right?
Apparently, they're trying to see if it was connected to some dispute with Actors' Equity.
Yeah, this is a couple years ago, so there is a dated reference in here, one tiny dated reference.
Okay.
But we're going to keep it that way
We'll
for
forgive you.
historical purposes.
Okay, good.
They say God just dropped a deuce. On Broadway.
On Broadway.
Something funky stinking up the air.
On Broadway.
Not one to sing the blues, but I got crap on my dancing shoes. It's on my pants and my ascot is everywhere. Just who did it, no one knows. On Broadway.
On Broadway.
But I think the smell is coming from cats no longer on Broadway. I'm not one to overstate. This turd is half my body weight. Who's the dude that had to defecate on Broadway? On Broadway. One more time. On Broadway. All right.
Patty G, ladies and gentlemen.
My energy back. Woo.
Oh, you're playing just fine. Now, wait a second. Now, don't you have a record out right now?
Oh, it's called Hotel Pool. The water's nice. Come on, jump in.
All right.
I haven't heard about that. How's
check
it
out
doing?
Patty G, Hotel Pool. Now, a couple of other quick things coming up. Do you have a gig on the way?
May 16th in Michigan, Waterford.
Oh, is that at Stands?
One night stands, yeah.
One night Stands.
So it's just for one night.
It's 2 nights.
Oh, well,
At
that's
one
a
night
misnomer.
stands.
Yeah.
I don't like to say this to show favoritism, but One Night Stands could be my favorite comedy club name.
You think so?
Pretty
It is good.
It's a great club.
One
too.
Night Stands, yeah. They thought about that one.
Yeah. It is confusing, though, as Christy points out.
Yeah, it could be just one night, but he's there 2 nights. Okay, good.
Yeah,
They added a show for me.
Oh, aren't you
Is that
special?
right?
No, they have 2 shows.
Oh, okay. All right. Very good. I thought we would try to do something that we're supposed to be doing that we keep forgetting to be be
History?
Thank you.
Oh,
You're welcome.
wow.
Today, is that too loud, everybody?
Yes.
What?
Today in history. Hold on.
Ooh, yikes.
Number
Yeah,
6.
it's a big day.
Number 6. Number 6.
Oh, I didn't realize that was coming. I really should read these in advance.
Battlestar Galactica fans. Number
today,
6.
an unfortunate event in history.
1937.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Your hint is the humanity.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Hindenburg.
Yeah, the
I always
old
wanted to say burger.
The Hindenburger. I've been thinking of starting a restaurant.
Hindenburgers?
Hindenburgers.
The taste explodes.
Oh, that's good.
Why not?
Yeah.
Nice tagline.
And
Let's
then
do it.
they would sell
Gas cooked?
They would sell my famous.
I never will forget where I was when I found out that people survive. A lot of people survive from being in the Hindenburg.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
Well, it started burning it as the hydrogen burned, though it started going down.
And obviously
It
closer
got
you
down
get to
to-
the ground, but there a bunch of people survived.
Yeah, if you're not familiar with it, it was a what we would now call a blimp, although it was a variation. Was it a dirigible? There's some whole thing about
I don't know. Fixed wing aircraft.
With a bunch of gas inside. That's all.
I almost cussed, and I'm not
Did
sure.
you really?
Lakehurst, New Jersey is where it
Yes.
happened. Apparently, someone ignored the no smoking sign. But my idea for the restaurant, Hindenburgers, charbroiled burgers, of course. Then we would sell the T-shirt that I've been trying to get off the ground for years that says "Hydrogen laws suck," which I am the only one that finds that even mildly
But you
amusing.
could also have foot-long sandwiches shaped like the Hindenburg.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Did you ever see the Hindenburg movie? Wasn't George C. Scott in that? Or
You know,
something?
I never did see it.
Yeah.
35 of the 97 people on board
Perished?
Survived?
and one crew member didn't make it.
Oh, wow.
So, sorry.
Over a third.
Yeah.
And that poor bastard doing the reporting.
Oh, yeah.
He stays in the pocket, but man, it's hard to listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The humanity.
Yeah.
The humanity, dude.
Yeah.
Guy.
Yeah. And then,
Hi again, everybody. Well,
Exactly.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
but they really thought that was going to be the future of air travel.
Yep.
It is very slow, however.
Yes.
It would take a long time.
Kind of like a cruise in the air.
Yeah.
A sea cruise in the air.
And now, we also have on this date the final episode of I Love Lucy aired in 1957.
Really?
You guys remember that? They were having dinner and all of a sudden the screen just goes black?
Yeah.
Pretty interesting.
They were having onion rings.
Yeah, way ahead of its time.
Yeah.
Hey, Ricky,
That's art.
Yeah.
That's the way to That's the way to end it.
Got some explaining to do.
Similarly, on this date, the series finale of Friends aired on NBC.
I got off the plane. For those who know, you know. Am I right?
What is it? IYK. Okay.
I missed it.
Oh, yeah. She gets off the plane. Yeah.
What happens? Is this Jennifer Aniston?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, her and Ross get back together.
Oh, boy.
Is that the final show?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She gets back together with that
Cute little
guy?
scene.
Oh, Ross is very charming.
Yeah, he's good at it.
In what way?
I love David Schwimmer.
You're not a Schwimmer fan?
I don't care. I've never watched an episode of that show. Happy birthday, Sigmund Freud.
Siggy.
Now, the actual day he was born, of course, was Mother's Day, which is what gave him that whole complex.
Yeah.
Siggy had me nailed. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, I got something that might make you, like, I don't know. Every time I hear about this, it makes me kind of upset.
Okay.
1915, happy birthday to the great Orson Welles.
1915.
If you want to feel inadequate, remember, he made Citizen Kane. He was 25.
Yeah.
No kidding.
And he always explained it that he didn't know what not to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
And as I think Josh said maybe yesterday, if you forget how great that movie is, watch it and you say, oh, I've seen that technique.
Yeah, like, oh, what's the big deal? I've seen all these shots and technique. Well, this was the first time ever.
Right,
so,
right, yeah.
Great
try to keep that in mind.
Happy birthday.
Compared to what was out.
Happy birthday, 1931. This is a question for Christy Lee. The Say Hey Kid.
Oh, yeah.
Say hey, kid.
Say hey, Willie.
Willie Mays.
Willie Mays.
Yes.
And I got to congratulate the Mays family because Willie Mays born in May. You can't say that about Jonathan Winters.
No.
He was actually born in the fall. Susan Summers born in October.
No, I don't think they can control that.
I think you're making those other ones up, I think.
No.
January Jones?
I'd have to look it up, but
June Allison.
these are all
Miranda July.
April Summers. These are all people we could look up.
All right.
What do you think I have? How much time do you think I have?
August Wilson.
I got here at 3:45. I don't have time to look up anybody else.
October Johnson? I just made that up.
October Johnson sounds like an illness.
February Wilson.
Well, I'm afraid he's got October Johnson. I'll Google a few more for you. Hey, hi, if you're just joining us, this is the Bob and Tom Show. Thank you for joining us here in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. And we're going to move forward here with some letters. Now, I have a pretty good stack of them here. You can reach us, Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. We do love hearing from you. And, Chickster, you got one over there?
Dear Tom, specifically, I think I officially found something that may pique Tom's interest. This is from Alyssa. I know you are all wondering if those old school airport split flap display machine signs still existed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the ones that...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I used to have one of those alarm clocks.
Yep. I found one in a bar. They have it connected to their Spotify account, so it adjusts to each new song being played.
Oh, that is so cool.
And she has attached pictures and a video, and it says Spotify, 80s dark wave, play that funky music, Wild Cherry.
Oh, I love
and
that.
And it go...
So it's got a great song, too.
Yeah.
That's great.
Music, white
Yeah, that was a short-lived technology.
Yeah.
But did you ever have
At the airport?
Did you ever have the alarm clock that did that?
I did.
I had that alarm clock for.
Yeah, I did too.
And
they flip.
Yeah, mine.
Those were the only ones available for a while.
Yeah, mine froze.
Oh,
that last digit was always a 6.
You don't do the light on your ceiling anymore, right? Is that just me that does that?
I loved that.
You have your alarm clock onto the ceiling?
my dad loved that too.
It projects up on the ceiling. So
no,
somehow.
I don't have that.
Somehow, when we moved to the new house, that didn't make it.
Yeah,
Really?
women don't care for
I don't know. I'm guessing that was a garbage can donation. Oh.
That is so true.
Yeah, I love that thing.
What happened to my just take the garbage out?
I could not do that.
Oh, I have to.
Sneak something like that and not tell them. I would never.
Yeah,
I beg to differ.
but think who you're with. I'm not going to notice it.
Well, that's
until
Well, you just did.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not going to. It was too late to.
You aren't a dweller. That's for sure.
In any event, I love
got your lazy boy. That went away on you.
What, he had a Lazy Boy recliner?
Beautiful one. Rolls Royce of a Lazy Boy.
Oh, no. Well,
a $3,000 Lazy Boy.
Wow.
It was for when I had heart surgery. You can't stand up for when they saw your breastbone in half.
Yes.
To do open heart surgery.
Yeah, they do.
You can't push with your arms like this to get out of a chair.
Okay. Oh, did you have the chair that lifts you up?
So I had the lift up chair, which is
I inherited it.
It comes with a
doesn't like
it comes with pills to cut down cut down the embarrassment.
That seems like a post-stroke purchase.
Yeah, my mom had two of them.
Man,
I made a personal best yesterday in my recliner. Because sometimes I'll sit down in it and I'll go, I'll just take a quick nap here because a recliner doesn't lend itself to a long nap, at least in my case.
Right.
3 hours.
Nice.
Good for
I couldn't believe it.
Yes.
Heavenly.
I sat down at 1 and woke up at 4.
It's like time travel, is it not?
Yeah.
Did you have a hard time falling asleep last night then?
No, I did okay. So I think it was just because I was up late Sunday.
I'd kill it in the recliner if someone didn't have a nose that would nudge my hand.
Yes.
Oh, when I was pregnant, I slept in the recliner all the time.
Man,
it was the only
I've
time
known
I was
people
comfortable.
that can do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that recliner, Pat, that's strictly for medical.
Yeah. Well,
do you use it every time you get up?
No, I don't use it a whole lot. I did in the beginning after back surgery.
Sure.
Paula really does not care for it. She's trying to get rid of it every time we move things around. This thing's got to go.
First of all, it weighs more than a car.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
And
I'm well aware.
And it has to be plugged in.
Yep, I bought 2 of them.
They're really.
I donated them to the place my mom lived in.
Well, they're like $4,000. I mean,
well, you bought yours. I got them at auction.
I didn't buy mine. I was unconscious when it was purchased for me. Hey, guess what you just bought? Now we have. We may have to come back with more letters.
Oh, we're coming back.
We got vuvuzelas in the news. And more. What's coming up in sports?
NBA playoffs, 2 upsets. What you might label upsets last night in the playoffs. An exciting game 1 between Toronto and Florida in the NHL. It looks like after next year's draft from Pittsburgh, the following year, 27, will be in Washington D.C. That was announced yesterday. And John Gruden is back in football.
And didn't they say yesterday that they're going to definitely put the stadium for the Washington Football Club in Washington, D.C. proper?
That was reached
that's going to happen.
RFK, and that was a lot of red tape, but they finally back to where RFK was.
Right now I want to talk a little bit about BetterHelp. BetterHelp is a tremendously interesting idea. In the world of therapy, talk therapy can be extraordinarily helpful. And BetterHelp has made it a lot easier to access because the therapy is done online. You're still using, of course, making the use of the services of very qualified professionals, but it's done online, which makes it a lot more convenient. And mental health awareness is growing. Still progress to be made. Some 26% of Americans who participated in a recent survey said they've avoided seeking mental health care due to the fear of being judged. Here you go. Here's an opportunity for you to help break the stigma, as they say. The world's better when people are feeling healthy and happy. I think we can all agree on that. I know Jim Irsay, the owner of the Colts, has been leading the charge on that whole break the stigma movement. That's another story. But as for you, perhaps you've been thinking about therapy, and BetterHelp is a way to do it that is, just like I said, it's a lot easier to access the therapy. The way it works is you go online, fill out a little questionnaire, and you'll be matched up with some 30,000 plus licensed therapists with a wide range of specialties, and see if it works for you. It's extraordinarily convenient because you can do it where you want to be. You can do it in your car in the parking lot. You can do it on the job site. Take an hour off and walk over to the woods, whatever you want to do, because you can do it with your phone or your laptop, et cetera, et cetera. Get all the details. Visit BetterHelp.com/BT show today. That'll knock 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp.com/BT show. Once again, BetterHelp, HELP.com/BT show. And coming up, we have, what are you going to do with that tax refund money? Blow it? Maybe not. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
I think we're going to take it down a notch and play something romantic.
Oh, all right.
You've got secrets, you're not saying a word. I can't describe just how much that hurts. I thought our love was honest and true. You're guilty, baby, and your silence is proof. How can I read your mind? Have we been living a lie? It's not up to me this time. I'm leaving it up to you, baby. Leaving it up to you, girl. I'm leaving it up to you, baby. Don't you tear apart my world. I'm leaving it up to you, baby. I'm leaving it up to you, girl. Well, I just can't believe that you're deceiving me.
It's a slow dance for Java and Christy Lee, ladies and gentlemen.
This is not a lady's choice, obviously.
You come home looking like you've been caught in the rain, smelling like cologne, and it ain't rained for days. High karate, time after time. I say this can't get much worse. No, no, no. You've got cheating in your eyes, girl, and your drawers in your purse. Oh. I can't read your mind. Have we been living a lie? It's not up to me this time. I'm leaving it up to you, baby. Leaving it up to you, girl. I'm leaving it up to you, baby. Don't you tear apart my world. I'm leaving it up to you, baby. I'm leaving it up to
Java's coming to see you.
Well, I just can't believe you're deceiving me. Oh, no.
Smells like high karate.
Yeah, 'cause I'm leaving it up to you, baby. Leaving it up to you, girl. Leaving it up to you, baby. Don't you tear apart my world. I'm leaving it up to you, baby. I'm leaving it up to you, girl. Well, I just can't believe that you're deceiving me. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, no. You got something on the side, something on the side, something on the side. Oh, no. Don't hurt me, mama, don't hurt me, mama, no, no, no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic.
breakup with your brewer, switch to Java House. Amazingly smooth barista quality cold brew in seconds with no equipment required. Just peel and pour over hot or cold water. Effortlessly easy. Coffee, teas, hydration and energy drinks, hot cocoa and more. Order online at javahouse.com. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee, Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold.
Hello.
Jeff Oskey. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Hello, Tom.
Chick.
How are you, sir?
I got a couple quick things here. We were congratulating the parents of the great Willie Mays.
For having him in May.
For having him in May.
Do you think they got together and said, well, our last name's May, so
let's time this out.
So we need to have a baby in May.
Mr. Mays, tonight's the night. You better get home quick.
Because back then, I don't think they could schedule a C-section. I wouldn't think.
No.
They'd probably use C-sections only as an emergency procedure.
Yeah, they had to time it just right.
Yeah.
We also mentioned some people fail when it comes to this. Suzanne Summers, I checked this out. She was born in October. Jonathan Winters was actually born in the fall.
Yeah.
January Jones, the very fine actress, perhaps most noted for Mad Men. Born January 5th, 1978.
Oh, okay.
Have you guys heard that she's kind of a bee?
I've heard that.
Yeah, right? Yeah, like a total...
Yes, I have heard that.
On wheels, yeah.
If I were her, I would be too.
You think?
I think she probably gets harassed by a lot of guys. And after a while, you just go, okay, I'm giving it back.
Oh,
you know who said
too good, huh?
I'm not a big fan of Hollywood gossip, but the people who said that she was so mean to them were the two kids.
Oh, yeah.
The
Her
people
kids
who played
on the show?
Yeah,
The kids on the show, Mad Men, yeah.
Said that she would just torture them.
Oh.
Well, that's kind of part of the...
Oh, yeah.
You do wonder if it was some sort of method, but I don't know.
Well, that's interesting.
Well, in the words of Laurence Olivier, why don't you try acting?
Yeah, right.
Now, do you know who this lady is? April Bowlby?
I don't.
Sure.
No, you guys-
She's she invented, her father invented the ball cock mechanism for your standard toilet.
Oh, thank goodness for that.
Yeah,
the
thank
Bowlby.
goodness for her and her father.
Apparently, she's also an actress. She was in Doom Patrol and Drop Dead Diva. April was born July 30th. I'm sorry.
Man, I tried
it's
to
a
like.
family name.
I tried to like Doom Patrol.
I don't know it. I don't.
Couldn't get it done. It's on HBO. It's a superhero.
Oh, okay.
Are you getting more like me? I used to.
Sadly, tragically,
if I
yes.
started something, I would finish it. Now,
No.
I'm out real quick. I'll say I don't want to spend any more time with these people.
No.
That's the way I was with that show Ray Donovan.
Yeah.
After a while, I said, what am I doing?
That wife on there, and she's
love
British,
that
and I normally give a wide berth, but
Great show, but I realized, wait a minute, I hate everybody on this. Why am I spending any time here? Now, we have some letters here. This one, I forget, why were we talking about this? Something Brazilian in the news. And I mentioned the famous Vuvuzela.
Yes, you did.
And then why did those become
popular at World Cup soccer?
But they became really huge in America about half a decade ago. What was that all
World
about?
Cup soccer. Yeah.
Okay, everyone was getting nuts. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm asked how do you get a Vuvuzela into the stadium? Are they collapsible? And it turns out that they are. They do make a collapsible Vuvuzela.
I said that yesterday.
Well, I didn't. I had only seen.
I know you've had it with me. I know.
I wanted. I also wanted to know if you could get an alto Vuvuzela.
A
bass Vuvuzela.
Bass, yeah.
Brian writes, you were discussing Vuvuzelas on your show. They do, in fact, have new telescopic Vuvuzelas. The reason they're collapsible is they're easier to fit up your butt, which is where they belong. Okay. How about this one? I know that everyone else is sick of Chuck Norris jokes, Tom, but I know how much you love them. Well, thank you. These are from Clint in West Virginia.
These So there's more than one?
Oh, and they're all good. Chuck Norris once gave an uppercut to a horse, and that's why we now have giraffes. Come on.
Okay, that's.
I like the come on.
Yeah, I like that.
Come on.
Yeah.
No one's going to go with me on that?
Yeah, I like the come on.
I love that, Clint. Send more. How about this one? Chuck Norris once took a polygraph test, and the machine confessed to everything. No, I'm getting nothing.
I am. I'm not liking these out of spite. I do appreciate
I really enjoy this one. This is the last one for today. Chuck Norris doesn't use a GPS. He decides where he is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, look, I'll be honest. All three are home runs for me.
Clinton, West Virginia.
Giving up?
Do you owe him money?
No, but I'm not going to lie. I really liked that the machine started confessing a bunch of stuff.
Well, you're wrong.
Clint, you are the man. Now, this came up yesterday, and again, I don't know why. I can't remember anything, why we were talking about this. I believe Josh was driving through Boston in a truck.
Yes. Yeah, and I came upon a bridge that said, 13 feet or whatever the hell it was. And my truck, actually it was like 20-something. My truck was just as tall as the bridge. It was the exact same measurement. And I had no choice but to go under it. And I the whole time I was going, this should be interesting. And thankfully, no issues at all.
And there's a couple of bridges near here that have both been hit. And it's quite obvious.
Yeah.
Because of the gigantic dent. And I was kind of wondering, I know in some cases they'll have a thing saying, hey, whatever, in the next 5 miles is a bridge of this height, whatever.
And I said, why don't they all standard and make sure that the trucks would fit through all of them? That would make the most sense.
Well, it's hard
Don't
to
make your truck too tall.
Well, the trucks are already existing as tall as they are, but I asked.
Anyway,
Well, I asked why don't they have like a balsa wood thing, a mile before the bridge? And if you hit that, then hey, you better pull over.
you know how many times they have to replace the balsa wood?
Well, no, but if they have to replace it, means someone would be ramming into the bridge.
Chimes hanging at the height. That might be better.
Maybe that might be a good idea.
Oh, I better not go.
Yeah.
Okay, but there'd still be morons that would do it.
Well, sure.
Hey, if we go faster, we'll make it. I was watching yesterday's show on YouTube, and I saw Greg Warren discussing monster trucks. That led to Josh's story about driving a truck that barely made it under an overpass. Well, here's what happened to me. My wife and I were moving from Maine to Kentucky and had to go through the state of New York. I was in a 19-foot U-Haul with a car trailer in the back, and my wife was following me in a little sports car. I missed my exit and kept seeing signs saying, next overpass is 18 feet tall. And then I saw one, next overpass is 11 feet tall.
Oh.
There were no exits. I came to the overpass and saw in the mirror my U-Haul was 11 feet 2 inches tall. This became a, quote, ass-clenching moment.
Yes.
That'd be a great name for a show, huh? Welcome to Ass-Clenching Moments. I'm your host, Josh Arnold. My wife said her heart stopped while my fat-ass self barely fit under the bridge. Scared the hell out of both of us.
I bet.
And then my wife said, well, hey, at least we don't have to pay for the insurance on the truck. Thank you very much. Note to self, there's always a few more inches to give. Then he says, right, Christy?
Oh, right.
Okay, well, thank you, Kevin, from Winchester, Kentucky. We certainly appreciate it. Because sometimes you see the sign on the bridge right as you're approaching the bridge.
Sure.
Yes.
Right.
That's the only place you see the sign.
Yeah, and I could never do this as someone who's driven a car into my garage with a bicycle on top and I forgot about it.
Well, but we've said it for years. You should not be allowed to drive. You're a menace.
Okay. Keep those letters coming, Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com.
You have the means to employ a driver.
I'm not going to employ a driver. Now, by the way, Josh, I was asking a question. I got the answer. Christy got the answer. I was trying to think when the last time a Canadian team won the Stanley Cup.
Long time, I think.
And the answer.
1993.
Yeah, crazy.
Wow.
And Winnipeg has never won a Stanley Cup.
I know.
Man.
Yeah.
They've taken to calling it the Peg. What do you think of that?
The Peg? Oh, Winnipeg.
People love the Peg. No, it's where Donald Fagen wrote Peg. Yes, Winnipeg.
Because I'm not I don't like the sirs for the pay. Sirs, no.
You don't like any of that stuff, do you?
No. It's like guys that are Christopher calling themselves Topher. No.
Yeah, I got to say I kind of
no.
I'm right there with you.
Okay. Now, coming up, we have some hockey news for Josh, some cool sports stuff for everybody else. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Summer is upon us and the sun is blistering. And all of my valuables, they turn up missing. Can't find my lawn chair, can't find my radio, can't find the yard rake, can't find the garden hose, can't find the cans to throw away the trash. Maybe I should cut the grass.
Yeah, maybe.
Fescue growing up higher and higher. Guess I went a little crazy with the fertilizer. Can't find the barbecue, can't find the meat, can't see the neighbor's house across the street. Couldn't find both hands if I use my ass. Maybe I should cut the grass.
Wait a minute. Yeah.
Should've got it earlier, but I'm allergic. Just too cheap to get a service ticket from the city for a violation. Neighbors think I'm dead or on a long vacation. Well, I got a new shiny riding mower with a 3-blade cutter and 2 cup holders. Where it's gone to is just bewildering. Went to ask my wife and children. Find her purse and keys, but they ain't come back. Maybe I should cut the grass. Got so quiet you can't hear the wind blow. And it's getting real shady around the upstairs windows. The dog just whimpers and won't go outside. And I sit up in my bed all night, listening to the lawn clawing at the glass. Maybe I should have cut the grass. Maybe I should have cut the grass. Maybe I should have.
All right. Very nice, Haywood.
Hey everybody, it's Frank Caliendo, and I'm going to be doing a bunch of stand-up dates, and I'm not sure where to put my hands right now, but this is the deal. We're going to be in places like Appleton, Wisconsin, Toledo, Ohio, Des Moines, Iowa. There's a whole bunch of them. We'll let you know how to do that on the screen right here. And why did I say we? Is that my new pronoun? No. I have a bunch of other people with me. Those people are Patrick Keene. You've seen his teeth, probably on your dentist wall. They're tremendous, very good teeth. Willie Griswold. You know why he's with us. And of course, Al Jackson.
And that's when they realized it's going to be a fun show.
Air.com.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and Christy Lee is at the Scilac Insurance News Desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
You all right, Pat? You okay?
I'm doing better.
All right. Good to hear.
You're cheering me on.
Am I?
You're there for me.
I'm your hype man. That's right. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi, Trickster.
I don't care for it. There's Josh there's Jeff Oskay.
Yeah. You messed up.
I did.
Instant karma's
I'm
going to
trying
get
to be
you.
a smart aleck, and I'm Chick, and here he is, America.
Well, thank you very much.
Hello, Tom.
We got our new pop-up shop, something new on the pop-up shop just for a couple days here. So please don't do that. God, that's
Pop-up videos.
even worse.
You did it like 6 times.
All right, I get it. That's super annoying.
I love pop-up video. The day after, at the end of this video, the lead singer fired everyone on set.
Yeah.
I love stuff like that.
Let's see.
Dexy's Midnight Runners, I think that's what happened.
Yeah.
Come on.
Eileen. We used
The
to.
guy in the bib overalls fired everybody.
We used to do a medley. What was it? The biggest part of me. And to come on, Eileen.
You're bad boys.
Oh, yeah.
Naughty.
They were, I hope. I'm sorry. The pop-up shop, go to bobandtom.com and see this cool T-shirt celebrating the month of May. But right now, we celebrate the world of sports with Chick McGee.
Nikola Jokic had 42 points, 22 rebounds. That seems like a lot. And Aaron Gordon, again, the hero for the Nugs. He had a three-pointer with 2.8 seconds left in Oklahoma City to give Denver a stunning upset win over the number one seed Oklahoma City Thunder, 121-119 at game one of their semifinals. And Jalen Brunson. And OG Anunoby. Don't do that. Because you know when I say
what he's going to do.
Jalen Brunson, then he'll say...
Then came Bronson.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about Charles Bronson.
I know, but then he
Brunson.
hears Bronson.
Does Charles Bronson have a theme song, the way Then Came Bronson?
Uh-huh. I'm Charles Brunson. This is my theme song.
Anyway.
Rod McEwen-esque.
Celtics at home. The Knicks take game one, 108-105. The Knicks were down by 20 at a couple of points in this game, but they came roaring back to beat the Celtics in Boston. So much for the luck of the leprechaun. Am I right on this?
You're right on that.
And William Nylander, dead, scored twice. No, that's Niedermeyer.
Niedermeyer, yeah, Niedermeyer, and I think
I thought the guy died.
let's bring back this other gentleman to life. Please.
Nylander scored twice in the first period. Sorry, Christy, before adding.
Wait. Hey, so far you've gotten 4 major mistakes in the last 3 minutes.
Major.
You've declared some poor guy dead. That isn't.
Irreparable damage.
I'm just getting started.
So who's still alive? What's his name? Niederlander.
William Nylander scored twice in the first period before adding an assist. Toronto built a big lead before holding on to beat the Panthers 5-4 in the opener of that second round series.
And when Niedermeyer is talking to his girlfriend in that car.
Well, if you're not going to pay attention.
And her hand comes up and she takes the glove off.
Yeah.
I can't stand how funny that
is. Let's see. NFL news. Baltimore Ravens say they are releasing kicker Justin Tucker.
He's a bad mother.
Shut your mouth. No, he is bad.
Just talking about Justin.
At one point, the most accurate kicker in the history of the National Football League reports he was accused of inappropriate sexual behavior by 16 massage therapists.
Oh, that.
No, what's the magic number? What do we get to?
Once again, nowhere near the record.
Yeah, Cosby. What is it?
No. Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson.
Yeah. 25.
Yeah.
25 is the record, Tom.
He's not been let go, has he?
Well, he'll never play another down in the NFL. Write that down. What do I get if that's right? Can I have something?
What does he have? An Achilles issue or something?
$10? Yeah, he broke it. He didn't wear his boot and tore it again. He's trying to.
I think,
would be in violation of his
the Browns
contract.
have officially cursed themselves.
Tom, Bill Cosby, let's say he's in town.
Cosby.
He's playing a club. Because he is. He's been going out.
He has?
Yeah, he has done a couple shows.
Whoa.
And he wants to come in. Here.
What will you like? Oh, everyone be on your best behavior.
Mr. Cosby? I'm sorry. Dr. Cosby.
Don't
sorry.
touch your coffee.
Oh, you're still going to go ahead and let him?
I'll take the day off.
Well, technically.
What's in this tea?
I actually worked the comedy
I've actually
with him once.
I've actually interviewed Bill Cosby.
Sure. I mean, that was obviously before all the...
Wow. Did you meet him?
Yes, at the Gilda Radner Comedy Festival in Grand Rapids. Is that where that is?
Would you
Somewhere in Michigan.
like to have another pudding pop?
I've heard nightmare stories, and I've heard good stories about people meeting him.
Same here.
It was brief. He was nice enough. Just hello and did his thing. And
he used to come to the Penn Relays. It was a high school track event. He loved it in Philadelphia. He'd be in the stands, watch everything.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Did he have a kid going there?
He went to college in Philadelphia.
Yeah, Temple.
Temple, yeah. Was he on the track team?
Yeah, huge track star.
On football team too, I thought.
Okay,
They played Hofstra.
yeah, that would be awkward.
One of his
wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. How do we get there?
I don't.
What I really want to ask
Justin
is
Tucker's out of the league.
how do we get out?
Justin Tucker.
Out of the league. And the NFL draft will be held next draft's in Pittsburgh. And then the following year, it has been announced.
You know, I love you, but have you had a lot of caffeine today or something?
It'll be on the National Mall in Washington, D.C., which is the capital of our country.
Yes, it is.
Oh. Mike Schilt. Everybody got a pen?
Schilt?
I just did the story for Tom. He's manager of the San Diego Padres. Tom, write this name
He has
down.
legions of fans. The Schilt heads.
S-H-I-L-D-T is his name. They say Schilt. He was so angry with plate umpire Adrian Johnson last night when the Padres were beating the Yankees. He took off his glasses and started yelling at the guy, but I only did it because his name's Schilt.
Yeah, Schilt.
He did not get thrown out, by the way, which I found interesting.
I like to think he took off his glasses and started yelling at the guy, but the guy was the foul ball post. Next time, leave your glasses on.
Don't you ignore me. Turn around. And John Gruden is back in professional football. He has bought a stake in
me, John Gruden.
the Nashville Cats in the Arena Football League.
Is there anything worse than somebody trying to do a John Gruden impression?
Constantly.
Maybe a Bill
Shove it down
Cosby
your-
impression. Maybe. Joey Chestnut is going to attempt the popcorn eating record.
Oh.
That can't be easy.
No.
World champion competitive eater Joey Chestnut, a holder of over 55 eating world records, is scheduled to appear Monday, May 26th, South Terre Haute at the Rural King location. His goal is to break his own record for popcorn consumption.
The Rural King is famous for having popcorn, right?
Yes,
when you
they
go
are.
in there and
Almost 3 years ago, Chestnut appeared at Victory Field in downtown Indianapolis and ate 29 servings of 24 ounces of popcorn in under 8 minutes.
he's since been suffering from the worst diverticulitis.
Oh, yeah.
Guinness verified that as the fastest anyone has ever consumed that much popcorn.
Is that done with water, you think?
I don't know.
What if it is? He can just dunk a handful of it in water.
Oh, that's right. He once ate 83 hot dogs. I forgot about his...
Is that butter or no butter?
record.
I'd say no butter.
It's a fair question, because would the butter make it go down easier?
I don't know. But it would make it,
Would there be excessive flatulence afterward?
Do you get
I would
popcorn
think
farts?
so. I do.
You
I'll
get pop-
admit it. Yes.
You think that's a cute nickname?
I do.
Somebody is so happy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You think that's a cute name?
You think I was hard before? I mean, oops.
You think it's a cute name for a little kid? Popcorn fart?
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Mary, you little popcorn fart.
Don't torture some poor kid with that.
So you go to the drive-in, you just have to be very careful. If you
Well, I
have a
don't.
little popcorn. With
Yeah.
Honey, I'm going to fart tonight.
I'm going to be fat.
All right, well.
I haven't had popcorn.
I'll
in a
get the
long
jars
time.
for your OnlyFans.
Sad.
It's a very unique smell. I do remember my dad
It is
getting it.
very unique.
That's got to be a thing, right?
We talked about one of the influencers
Selling
jarring them and selling them. Yeah.
Jarring and selling their farts.
For real money, like really good money.
Sad, really.
I'm poor, but not that poor.
Is it?
I'm okay.
Hey, you have a house to sell.
You think God took a couple days off, came back, and said, "Hey, look, while I was gone, someone started selling their farts in a jar. Maybe it's time to come down and."
I can't leave for 2 days.
I can't take a break.
These.
I got a good deal on the Four Seasons at Disney World.
Man.
And now here I am, and someone's selling their farts. It's time to come down and bring them all home. Sorry, is that sports?
No, we've got more sports coming up,
okay.
including NFL rules might change.
Enjoying this.
Okay.
Somebody should.
I think I admire you for confessing that you, in fact.
I'm not going to lie. I do have that problem.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
very nice. If you were dating a blind man, that would be helpful. easier to find.
He's not wrong.
Honey? Oh, you're in the kitchen. All right.
All right, I'll be right there.
I'll be right there, popcorn for us.
Okay, my little popcorn fart.
Like you guys don't get.
On my way, Redenbacher.
So we'd like to wish Joey Chestnut good luck.
Yeah.
man.
We better get him on the phone. I want to find out about that. I wonder what the hardest thing is. Is that harder than eating hot dogs?
God, it'd have to be. What if you got a kernel that got stuck in your tooth?
It will.
It would be so dry.
Yes.
Do they at least show him a movie?
You have to chew, though. I mean,
bet it has to be. It has
like
to be
hot
warm.
dogs, you could just like swallow, but you can't just swallow a handful of popcorn.
And
That's
Josh,
tough.
you can't have popcorn at all, right?
I can. I've chosen. That's the one thing I've chosen not to have.
Did they get caught in your?
No, I have diverticulosis, and so that can lead to a diverticulitis flare up.
Okay.
But most doctors now say no, that's not the case. Go ahead and have it.
Oh,
so I'm back on nuts and seeds and stuff. But
Good for you.
The popcorn still makes me nervous.
You're back on the nuts, huh?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Usually have 2 at a time.
Nice.
Kind of a bag.
Oh, you like them in the bag?
You grab them with one hand, don't you?
What are you talking about? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant popcorn. I prefer popcorn in the stiff.
You don't ignore the nuts.
stiff hard.
You got to pay attention to those nuts.
You have to pay attention to them.
Okay, speaking of paying attention.
I can't have children.
They're not stepchildren.
Okay.
But I get the nut farts, though.
Okay, everybody shut up for a second. I want to say hi to my buddy Steven Singer because, let's see, Mother's Day. Oh, it's getting close. Today's the day. Gentlemen, ladies, pay attention. Steven Singer Jewelers can make sure that you get it done. I'm talking about Mother's Day. Now, this is a potential disaster for you. Let's just be honest here. If you don't get this done, Mother's Day is going to come. You're going to be the guy buying roses from the usually homeless guy under the bridge. These look kind of like the ones you at the graveyard, but they're not. $50. No, don't be that guy. Get your sweetie and your mommy, your moms, all those moms. Get them something cool. How about some jewelry from Steven Singer Jewelers? How about the limited edition Blue Moon 24 karat gold dip rose? That's a rose that's going to last forever. There's 2 of them right over there. And the way it works is they take these roses. I don't know how they do it. They dip them in gold, and then the petals are a beautiful green in the bottom and then kind of an aquamarine on top. This is the Blue Moon, and they are not going to be restocked. I would say today may be the last day. We'll see. But the way you do it is you go to IHateStevenSinger.com, check out the catalog. Of course, shipping is free. They're guaranteed to last a lifetime. Like I said, today's the day. If you want to get these babies on time, order them right now. Go to IHateStevenSinger.com. See the catalog. See what you like. Get that for that mom in your life or all those moms in your life. Once again, IHateStevenSinger.com. And by the way, you can never go wrong with diamonds. That beautiful At Last bracelet. That's just a wonderful gift.
At last.
At last. IHateStevenSinger.com. Say hi to his dog, Buddy. Coming up, we have, what's the hardest job out there?
This one.
Absolutely.
I defy anyone to do this.
We have urine in the news. We have lollipops in the news in kind of a fun way.
Lollipop.
And Walmart news. It's all coming up. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
There's no easy way to say this, so I'm just going to say it. Kay, it's over. We have to break up. I'm breaking up with you. I have met somebody else. It's just better for me. Java House, peel and pour pods. I mean, you peel, all right? You pour the Java House cold brew into a cup of hot water, and in less than 10 seconds, voila. Amazingly smooth, barista quality. You don't have this. And you're a lot of work. Frankly, it shouldn't be this much work. I've stuck by you, you know that. When you were broke, it's not easy to say, but I just have to tell you, you're gross. Java House offers me so much more, not just coffee, teas, energy drinks, I appreciate you taking this as well as you are. I was worried you'd be all steamed up about this. That's disappointing. Perhaps I gave you too much credit. It's over, and I'm keeping the cats.
Java House. Amazingly smooth cold brew coffee. Enjoy barista quality coffee in seconds with no equipment required. Just peel and pour over hot or cold water. It's effortlessly easy. In fact, the hardest thing about Java House? Well, that'll be figuring out which one of their many great beverages to try next.
You don't have to watch this.
Order online at javahouse.com. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
Maria, were you a temp? Did you ever?
I was a temp for a long time, about 7 years, and I was like how they make every job sound like, so crazy,
We do things a little differently around here. We're a bit of a nut house. Hold on your hat. It's going to be a wild ride.
But it never is. No. I trained people in at offices, so I was like, oh, the fax machine's a little tricky. Yeah, you got to dial 9 to get out. No, a lot of people try to use the fax machine. They go, oh, it's not working. I said, did you dial 9? Once a week, Rajiv. No, every day we get bagels in the kitchen. There was week. Rajiv made some mini muffins. That's on a Monday. Guess what that's called? Mini Muffin Monday. I wish offices would be as crazy as they always promise. You get trained in, be like,
take me out of your pocket. Hi, I'm Zachanthos, the talking rabbit. I'm in charge of the volcano. Don't worry. You'll be working for Thor. He's always scrabbling through the recycling looking for quartz. He's a dwarf. Nude. Anywho, lunch is from 12 to 1, but there is a wrinkle in time, so just try to get back any time for the quickening. Here are your flippers, your barbecue tongs. If you have any questions, go back to the 5th dimension. I'll be sitting there on my lily pad. My only question is, when do I start?
Yeah.
That's a good job.
Wow.
Man.
I love that. Dial 9 for the fax machine. Remember that. Everybody's crazy. No, they're not. Okay. Thank you. Maria Bamford is with us. Wow, that's brilliant. That's very, very funny.
Did you ever work in an office, Tom? I don't think you have you?
Worked in a restaurant, right?
No. It's an interesting experience. Bob, did you ever work in an office?
Oh, yeah. I've done a little.
I have issues with authority, you might have.
I know. That's why I was asking. You know what struck me is it's so quiet.
What, in an office?
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Well, you're still, that's if people are actually doing work, yeah.
And I had to work at a bank once when I was at temp, and I was stunned at how quiet it was.
And people whisper, you know what the saddest place in the world is when you're the temp and it's time for office birthdays and you didn't get the email because you're not on the system yet.
Right.
And you hear the voice of your coworkers rise from the conference room, happy birthday, everybody who had their birthday in the office this month. And if you cup your Curves mug against the conference room door, you can almost hear the happy scraping of plastic fork against paper plate. And later sometimes, somebody comes by your cube and says, oh, there's cake left. Did the temp get any cake? What's her name again? Hey, my, if you want any cake, there's cake left.
Nice.
Cake. Temp want cake.
Yeah.
They all want cake.
Maria Bamford is our guest. In the next room, we have Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols. Now, do you guys have a little tune you're going to play for us?
Yeah, we got a tune. This goes, since you was talking to Johnny Rutherford's from Mike and the Mechanics. This goes to Christy Lee. There's something about you. Yeah. There's something in the air tonight. Christy Lee's so fire-ass hot. This tape is dedicated to her from Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols on Q95. I bet you're not wearing underwear tonight. Oh, Lord. And we pray there ain't hair under there tonight.
Morning. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
This music always reminds me, I feel like I'm on a game show.
I do too. I agree.
Welcome back to the Joker's Wild.
I love the Joker's Wild. They would hand you cash right there. 100, 200.
Jack Barry, the guy who hosted Joker's Wild, I believe, was up to his neck in the game show scandal in the 50s,
Yeah.
I think. Jack Barry.
He was the dude involved in the
$20,000.
Did he? But did he know?
There's speculation. They don't know.
But then there's speculation. How could you not know?
Right.
With what he did for the show. So I don't know. That's Christy. Hello,
Hi.
Pat.
Hi, Chick.
Well, there's Josh Arnold. Hi. Jeff Oskay's here. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
Hello, everybody. We are going to keep dipping our toes into the pool of sporting news.
That's not all I'm dipping into.
Dip your balls.
Yeah, I'm sure as your girlfriend said,
What
deeper.
Yes, yeah. Every girl I've ever been with wants me to put my testicles deeper into them.
That's such a weird.
creepy
You're
and
dating
weird.
some really weird chicks.
I don't know how I find these bros. Ball hogs.
I don't know. I was just trying to segue into anything else, and this is what I get. I got what I deserved. I stand corrected. I sit corrected.
Now, here's something I can get behind. You remember me? I'm an old NFL guy. I've seen every Super Bowl. I love my National Football League. I don't care for the Tush Push. You know that, Tom, but I had a bigger problem other than just that one play. Time was you couldn't help someone running on the field. You couldn't get behind them and push them along. That was a foul.
Yeah.
Yes.
The NFL team owners are scheduled to consider a revised proposal to ban the Tush Push. According to the Washington Post, the Green Bay Packers' revised proposal would prohibit anyone on the field from being pushed or pulled by a teammate. I thought this was already a rule.
They waffled on it a couple weeks ago when they talked about
The Tush Push, they waffled, but the push or pulling a teammate has always been against the rules.
Well, isn't a tush push a push?
Tush Push, that's why the push is in the title. You're pushing the tush.
First of all, I hate the name.
Tush Push?
Yeah.
Would you rather be brotherly shove?
Oh, Tush Push sounds like something you'd see in a pornographic video.
No, it sounds like a rap song.
Push.
Do the tush push.
What if they called it the
bush.
butt strut? Would you still be on board?
No.
What about the ass pass?
I think that may be taken already.
Not only don't I like that, I don't care for you right now.
Interesting how that
wow. Somehow sports segues into the truth. You know something?
All right, let's get back to it.
I actually did some homework on this because, as you know,
Oh, God, what's more dangerous than Tom talking about sports? Yeah, I can't think of anything either.
This is a genuine fact. A college football coach, a guy named Mike Leach, had to be talked out of lining up what is now referred to as a little person.
Yes.
He wanted to pull a Bill Veck, if you will, if you're familiar with Bill Veck
And
back in the
throw him
base.
for the first down.
He had to be talked out of having a student that was very small of stature, a dwarf.
Yeah.
And then literally picking him up and heaving him over the line.
Yeah, it had to be talked out of it.
Yes. He thought, hey, this is legitimate.
Wow.
Apparently, you cannot throw a teammate into the end zone now. I'm not sure if that's codified into the... Is it codified or codified?
I'd
go cod.
God? Oh,
Yeah.
God. Okay.
Sounds fishy.
Thank you. I was hoping someone would pick up on that one.
Oh, there you go.
No,
you could write fast.
I'm sure. Apparently, that's illegal. Wouldn't that be? I mean, come on.
Atrocious, I say.
No. It'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? That would be on ESPN every 10 minutes. And can you imagine the moral outrage Stephen A. Smith would lose his mind?
Well,
this is the man.
I would want our future president to lose his mind.
Oh, God.
About something like that.
Did you see that over the weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Anyway, every week at an NFL game, you'll see them helping the running back. Not only the tush push, but you will see offensive linemen behind the running backs pushing.
Yeah.
You can't do that. It's always been against the rules.
No, the ass pass is not allowed.
The previous proposal pertained to the quarterbacks being pushed forward through the defensive line by players behind him. Because think about it, they can't have somebody on the defensive line like Josh would be in front of me, and I'd be behind Josh pushing him along.
Yeah,
you can't do that. You can't do that. Why do they get to do it on the offense?
Now, are you allowed to still pat the tush of a guy that just scores a touchdown?
Yeah.
Sure. How about if you're in the locker room after the game?
Sure, especially in the locker room. Spend some time.
If you're in the shower, if you're in the showers, can you give him more like a little tweak?
Bill, camaraderie.
A pinch, yeah.
Take that middle finger and
a knead, if you will. Oh, you want to get in.
You want to really get in there and do some damage. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Anyway, the new proposal would have to be approved by at least 24 of the 32 owners when they meet later this month.
And you want to go middle finger. You're right, Tom.
Oh, okay.
Index finger is what you use to pick your nose.
Oh, God.
I think we all know that. I think we've established that.
And now the most ridiculous story I've ever heard in my entire life.
Really?
Don't be ridiculous.
A fan of Shedeur Sanders is suing the National Football League for, quote, emotional distress allegedly caused by the quarterback's draft slide.
Ugh.
The complaint filed in Georgia federal court.
What?
Despite Sanders' demonstrated skills and significant attention during the 23-24 seasons, the NFL drafted him at the 144th pick during the 25 NFL draft. The Georgia resident, under the pseudonym John Doe, because, yes, this is embarrassing, alleges that reports and leaked statements about Mr. Sanders negatively. Mr. Sanders. You know, that's the name on Winnie the Pooh's tree. Did you know that?
Mr. Sanders?
Right at the top it says Mr. Sanders.
No, I didn't know that.
Regarding the emotional distress caused by their actions and statements. A retraction of the slanderous statements made about Shedeur. Interviews didn't go well, along with an apology for any harm caused to his reputation.
So this person is suing for what?
Emotional distress.
Oh, God, I wish I were the judge.
Yeah.
Him and the lawyer. Prison.
Yeah.
Hard time. This is what a waste of the court's time.
No country club.
And way to tell any potential coach out there ever, hey, I'm a total pain in the ass and a pussy.
No kidding. You should have to use your real name. You shouldn't be able to get away with John Doe. You should have to sign it Deion Sanders.
You know what I say? I'll tell you what. Didn't we give a bunch of money to Guatemala for that prison they got down there? Right? Or no, where is it? Venezuela? Who has the person that we're using out right now? I say send this guy down there. What the hell? I'll pay his fare.
You'll pay his fare.
Is that right?
What a jackass. I'm emotionally upset because the NFL did just...
Oh, God.
Mark my words. I said this about Colin Kaepernick. I said it about Michael Vick. When they can't play, they won't be in the league. If they can play, it doesn't matter. Deshaun Watson, they will be in the NFL when they can play. If they can't play, Shedeur can't play. Write this down.
Yes. Okay. Oh, yes.
He can't.
Well, now, the real issue is...
Why did I write that on my hand with Sharpie?
The real issue is, can some random fan go to court and complain about it? What does this guy...
Yeah.
What interest does this person have in this
Because
whole thing?
I've got some unfinished business with Dan Snyder that I could talk about clogging the courts.
I wonder if this was filed by Mel Kiper. Wasn't he losing his mind
he
all
went a
weekend
bit too far,
about why Sanders wasn't drafted?
He wanted to say it was racial so bad.
Well, did you? Well, I guess he didn't look at the ethnicity of the first 10 guys drafted.
Right.
Apparently, he was watching a different show. No, you had to leave it to Beaver, Mel. Most of these dudes are black.
And now let's go to this.
Okay.
Jordan Hudson, the 24-year-old girlfriend of Bill Belichick, is going to be competing for the title of Miss Maine, USA. She is from Hancock, Maine.
Ooh.
She announced her bid by posting photos in a crown and sash reading Miss Hancock.
I think Hancock was the nickname on her profile.
You know... What the hell with this? Leave these two people alone.
I thought Hancock was the nickname of Belichick's old boss's girlfriend.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was Lipcock.
Oh, it was? Oh.
This can't continue much longer, right? He's going to break up with her.
Who cares? Let him do whatever he wants.
Whatever they want.
Leave him alone.
Right. Let's put, maybe I should run for Miss Maine. Well, I'm not from Maine. I've never been to Maine.
Me?
Oh, it's cool.
I kind of like the music.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. And a minor league baseball game in Missouri, delayed by 2 ducks,
What?
The birds landed on the field during the bottom of the fourth. It happened at a Springfield Cardinals game on Saturday. The Cardinals are a AA affiliate of the St. Louis Cardinals. They were playing the Northwest Arkansas Naturals, a Royals affiliate. Video shows the ducks wandering casually across the field. One of the ducks flew away on its own. The other insisted on staying on the field, despite efforts by field crews to shoo it away. The duck eventually waddled off the field. Crews opened a gate in the outfield.
What'll I do?
And
but there's something about you go to a ball game, hot dog, popcorn, the quack of the bat.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Quack.
I thought you were going to go with Quacker Jacks.
That would have been much funnier.
No, not from the sounds of it.
I mean,
Both cute.
Yeah.
Quack.
How about a foul ball?
Again, yes, that's appropriate as well.
How about this? So, like 4 innings later, some kid goes, Dad, what happened to those ducks? And you hear the guy going, all right, got your bear, got your foie gras. Got your... Is that the one where all those ducks?
Goose
That's
liver.
goose. That's goose. Yeah.
But
Mushroom, that's what... Jeff, help me with these jokes. They're not working. I don't know what it is. I know that I'm a terrible human being, and I discriminate constantly. I love ducks, hate geese. Now, that's unreasonable, but that's how I feel.
Okay.
Hate geese.
Yes, they've ruined one of my favorite walking paths. It's all
goose poopy?
Goose poop. It's constant. I could take you there right now. It's awful.
It's okay. I don't want to go.
There are too many Canada geese in this country. I think it's about time we did something about maybe we're building the wall in the wrong place. That's what we need.
Build the net.
Yeah. Now, admittedly, it's going to have to be very tall.
Yes,
but we'll be employing lots of people. That's why it's a job starter. Why are they building a 500-foot net between the United States and Canada? It's the geese.
We can get the Top Golf people on it.
Oh, they're great.
Oh, yeah.
They know how to build tall nets.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, that's it. Now, thank you very much for that insights into the world of sports.
Yes, you're welcome, Tom.
We certainly enjoyed it. Christy Lee, can you give me the preview of what's coming up in the world of news?
The top 20 toughest jobs in America.
Well, this has got to be 2 or 3 at least, what we're doing here.
What are you going to spend your tax refund on? And a Kentucky second grader ordered himself some really fun products on. You know, the internet is a funny thing, isn't
Strippers?
it? Not strippers. Second grade.
Well, you get hardy.
And we have another story of a truck dangling off a bridge.
Yikes.
In Kentucky.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll find out about all those things. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Our guests, Mark Maron and Rebecca Corey. Now, Rebecca, you mentioned that you travel with your dog.
I do.
And you're serious.
What
kind of dog is it?
I have a 64-pound pit bull, a blue-nosed pit bull. Her name is Angel. And she was...
you showed a picture to us during the break, a picture of your dog sitting on the airplane looking out the window.
Yep, she was sitting in a seat next to me looking out the window, thinking, whoa.
And this is a what do you call it? A service dog.
A therapy dog. Yep.
Therapy dog.
What does that mean?
It means you just give up the Xanax and wine, and you go to a little being that makes you calm when you fly. I got an issue with flying. Yeah.
So you couldn't. So you're a cat person. You couldn't do that with cats because, first of all, cats are so they're so highfalutin.
Yeah,
would not.
Oh, you mean you have
Cats
to
will
earn
scratch your eyes
the
out.
love of a cat, and that somehow makes it
No, the
less.
cat would look at you and go.
You put a cat on a plane, see what happens.
I traveled. I traveled with LaFonda.
Oh, did you?
And how'd it go?
Was LaFonda in a cage?
Well, let me understand. You got to understand.
I'm
the
surprised LaFonda would fly coach.
Yes.
Was she willing to?
LaFonda. My cats were feral, so they're wild animals.
Right.
Now, I had never traveled with this cat before, and it was crazy because. They were, when I first got them, they were already wild, and they were only a few months old, but they were wild. So in order to take LaFonda to Los Angeles, it took me 2 hours to get her into the cage. I had to wear leather gloves.
Yeah.
My hands were still bleeding.
I'll bet.
I get her into the cage. I get to JFK, and I'm exhausted. and I'm aggravated, and I put the cat on the conveyor, and the TSA guy goes, "Oh, you're gonna have to take the cat out of the cage." And walk it through.
Oh,
and I'm like, are you kidding me? I became crazy cat lady.
See
there
my
is
hands?
no way. Yeah, look at my hands. And I made the biggest deal. I was like, there's no way this cat's getting out of that cage. He's like, then you're not getting on the plane.
Okay.
And by this point, I'd frightened everyone around. I was crazy. And it would have been, they would have been less freaked out if I'd had a bomb. I mean, I took this little cat out of the cage and they're like, step back, everyone back. And LaFonda was just freaked out.
I'll bet.
And I walked her through, and all she wanted was to get back into the box. But my biggest fear was that the cat's going to get away, and I'm going to be like in some...
You're going to chasing her down.
Yeah, I'm in a children's film. It's just a montage of me on the baggage claim. And, and then it ends running through kitchens, down
it ends with you in a federal facility being sodomized.
Nothing more enjoyable. Oh,
Wow. Is that the sodomized bell?
Sodomized bell.
There it is.
What's nice about bringing Angel on is bully breeds are really gassy in general. If you know anything. Oh, they're very gassy. And there's no hair there to muffle, the smell and the sound. And so sometimes on the plane, she will just let it rip.
Yeah.
And it's real nice.
Do you look around and say, excuse me, or do you just point at the guy in front of you?
I just laugh because it's so unbearable. But now there's someone, because normally you've been asleep on an airplane with your mouth open and been woken from a dead sleep because you thought someone crapped on your face. Because, you know what I mean?
Yes.
And now that I have a bully breed, I just go, well, there it is, everybody. Take that. Take that.
You need to give your dog Beano before you fly.
What's that?
I need to give me Beano before I fly.
Yeah, it's the same stuff you put on your food, and it prevents gas.
Isn't there something magic on planes that just, that gas just evaporates? I always thought there was a magic to it.
Well, it doesn't. It actually makes it all the way to the back.
Yeah, it does. It makes it to that sleeping person with their mouth open.
Are you the guy that? Are you the guy that pulls the SBD that reaches up and turns off that fan thing?
It works its way the entire length of the plane.
It does.
Everybody have their vent on.
Hey everybody, it's Frank Caliendo, and I'm going to be doing a bunch of stand-up dates, and I'm not sure where to put my hands right now, but this is the deal. We're going to be in places like Appleton, Wisconsin, Toledo, Ohio, Des Moines, Iowa. There's a whole bunch of them. We'll let you know how to do that on the screen right here. And why did I say we? Is that my new pronoun? No. I have a bunch of other people with me. Those people are Patrick Keene. You've seen his teeth, probably on your dentist wall. They're tremendous, very good teeth. Willie Griswold. You know why he's with us. And of course, Al Jackson.
And that's when they realized it's going to be a fun show.
Occasionally, I will sing in my stand-up act if I'm talking about a particular band thing. Like right now, I have I kind of talk about the fact that Grunt STP is getting back together. Scott Weiland.
Yeah, sure.
So I kind of do a mild dancing impersonation of him to prove that you have to be on heroin to dance like that. And the fact that he's actually our generation's Keith Richards. If you've noticed, nothing will kill him. He's been kicked out of 2 bands because they thought he was going to die, and then he didn't die. He's still alive. I hear him, and they're like, hey, whatever. Let's record another album. Who cares?
I like their music. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think we can all agree that that grunge is the one good thing that AIDS gave us. I think you can pretty much argue that. If you really, nothing explains the biggest left turn in the history of music like AIDS, because it literally was like one week we were like, don't want nothing but a good time. AIDS, I seem to recognize your face. Pour some sugar on me. AIDS. Me. You tell a generation of 13-year-olds that sex equals death, you're going to have them going, I deny you.
On the way.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Scilac Insurance News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hi, Chick. Caught me mid-yawn, sorry.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chick.
He's over there at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. And we're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Jeff Oskey also here. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick. Now, have we completed our review of things happening in the world of sports?
Yes, we have.
Good to know. I want to remind everybody we have a couple of new T-shirts out there, and they're not going to be there for long. They celebrate the month of May. And I suggest you check them out. You'll see what I mean when you see them. They're very cool. Go to bobandtom.com right there on the front page. Lots of links to lots of interesting stuff. And, a lot of great, a lot of really nice comments about our show with Billy Gardell and Drew Powell on Friday. You might want to check some of those out on YouTube. Some inside acting stuff from two veteran actors, but just really fun.
Yeah.
Really fun time.
Oh, yeah.
Now, she may be a little nervous this morning.
Why
is that?
Because Christy Lee currently is paying 2 mortgages.
Poor thing.
Yeah, we've
Stress a little. Yeah. Okay.
Now, Chick, have you always, when you moved, have you always sold the one house before you moved to another?
Yes, luckily, yes.
Oh, yeah, very fortunate.
And we always made a little bit of money. Yeah.
Good. That is good.
So far.
My story is exactly the opposite.
Yeah, but the people in the corporation I couldn't work with them anymore. So I had to get out of that. We put up some good numbers, though.
Yeah.
No,
I don't know. I can't explain it.
do you remember? Sorry. Do you remember a few years ago?
I lived it. Oh,
we were talking with Dick Vitale, the great sports announcer. We talked to him quite a bit. And one day, remember, he tried to sell his house on the air.
Oh yeah. Trying to get that property moved. Didn't he used to live next to Jordan or something?
He lived in some incredibly cool place in Florida where a bunch of baseball players lived and stuff.
Well, I haven't gotten there yet, but by Friday I might.
You mean the Scilac Insurance News Desk is about to become
the
Buy Christie's
21?
Old House News Desk?
Yeah.
My house in my neighborhood sold on Facebook Marketplace.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. They put it up on Facebook Marketplace and sold it, and they worked it out that way, and everybody was thrilled with how it went.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I wonder if that's going to be
I think
more common.
there are a lot of horror stories. On a positive note, the best one I ever had, I once sold a house. I lived on a pretty quiet street, and I printed up 11 flyers, say I'm selling my house.
Yeah.
I put them in. I sold it that afternoon.
That's amazing.
Okay, you guys, just.
Oh, Christy, I'm sorry. Is this making you feel bad, Christy?
Yes.
I found easy as falling off a log selling a house.
I have a realtor.
I have people who knock on my door every day going, can I please buy your house?
Yeah.
I can show you, I can
those
show
guys.
you the text messages I get from people.
Those guys call
Let
me
buy
every
your
day.
house. Yeah.
And it's interesting because they're offering me 1/1000th of its value.
You would think it's my house. It would be an honor to buy my house.
Yeah,
right?
you got to make that.
Would be an honor.
You got to make that.
And there
This is Christy Lee's house.
And there are chemists that can get the smell out. I don't. Wouldn't you agree?
You know what I found out?
The popcorn farts.
I found out that an ex-girlfriend of mine, I gave her a couch, and it was a great couch. It was electric. It's like you hit the button.
It was your couch?
For it to recline. Yeah,
Yes.
It was my couch.
Was there any sentimental value attached?
No, besides the fact that I loved it. But I went, hey, you can have this couch. And I recently ran into her, and I go, hey, do you still have that couch? She goes, no, I sold it. I go, you sold it? She goes, yeah. And I go, what'd you get for it? And she told me, and it was real close to what I paid for it. And I was like, really? And she goes, yeah. And by the way, the guy who bought it was a fan. I go, a fan? She goes, of you. I go, not only did you sell my couch, you sold it as Josh Arnold's couch, and you got money.
Are you kidding?
Oh, Tom, look at Josh realizing what he's doing with his life. Oh,
I go, I think I need a little money here.
Yeah.
Had you ever?
a little something for the effort.
Had you ever had intimate relations with this lady on that couch?
No.
No.
So
because then it would have really been worse.
Have you had?
Well, myself.
Did you have relations?
I've had intimate relations in my house.
Okay.
What about relations?
Well, you might have to throw that into the buyer. Hey, look. By the way, you get to do Christie's last time in that bedroom.
You played with yourself on that couch, though, right?
Yes, many times. Many times. I wonder. It never occurred to you to call me and see if I wanted the couch back? I got nothing.
No joke.
I don't mean to one-up you, Josh, but that's what we do here. I have bought 2 houses in my lifetime, and I gave them to 2 ex-wives, and they both sold them and didn't share any of the profits.
Are you kidding?
I sold a house for $1 one time.
Really?
Oh,
Quick
yeah, one of
claim.
those.
The quick claim deed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Get that.
quick claim deed.
But you know what? It was worth it.
Yeah.
Really, really was.
And that house, as I recall, came with 6 couches.
Why don't you go run up an alley and holler fish, huh?
I'm not sure what that means, but I think
I've always heard it, though.
I think I'm being insulted here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
right.
we can all one up each other. Oh, Christy, I'm wishing you the best.
Thank you.
I think today.
My life's very easy.
Why don't you buy my house?
I don't have that kind of money.
Your girlfriend does. She can buy it.
She just bought a house.
I know. Have her buy one for you.
Please take your girlfriend to dinner and be like, there is something I want to bring up.
Yeah, and not mean any of it, but just go through with
just
it.
go, I just want the down payment, and then you only have to pay for it once a month.
Yeah, just go, will you please buy me a house?
Just so, I don't mean a me, but I mean, why don't you move in with her? What's the problem there? No?
Just go, I think.
Have you met me?
Yeah, wait a second.
Just trying to help you.
I'm a nightmare. I play guitar all day long.
Just go, hey, this isn't about me, honey. The puppy really wants a house.
It needs a yard, fenced-in yard. My house has a full fenced yard.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, this is great.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Why don't we all collectively buy Christie's house?
And make it like a clubhouse?
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you see that? Did you see that someone bought the house that David Letterman grew up in Indianapolis, and it's now an Airbnb or something?
I did see that.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
That's not a bad way to.
It's not a bad idea.
Stay at David Letterman's house.
Yeah.
They have a bunch of memorabilia in it as well.
It looks really cool.
So you see where I'm going with this?
I can throw some memorabilia in.
I'll throw in some T-shirts. We got some T-shirts you can buy right now on our website.
Yeah.
Go to bobandtom.com.
Right. Hey, I have a story that will tag on to sports a little bit.
What if you stayed at the Airbnb that David Letterman and you walk in and Larry Bud Melman's just sitting in the chair? Like, there is memorabilia here.
Yeah, that'd be difficult. It would have to be his corpse. But
trying to have a little fun.
Way to just throw that into the ditch.
I'm sure we could get a fine actor to portray Larry Bud Melman too.
He was a fine actor.
Yeah, he was fun.
What was that guy's real name?
Calvert DeForest?
Yes.
Nice
What
job,
a
Chad.
fascinating
Was it
man.
Calvin or
Calvert.
Calvert? Wow.
Yeah.
ERT.
He's a theater guy, yeah.
What a weird. I loved him.
I did too.
Who did it? Over the weekend, Formula One was down in Miami. So that brings out.
You know who was there?
Who?
Sweet baby Jaden Daniels. That's right. Oh yeah, he
really?
was. Your Washington football team quarterback. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm sure he had a wonderful time.
I'm sure, wherever he goes, it's a wonderful time.
One of the big stories coming out of that is the 30 influencers who were taking selfies, giggling, cracking jokes, while a $4.5 million Lamborghini yacht was sinking underneath them. That's right.
Oh, please tell me they all drowned.
No, none of them drowned, Tom.
Tom, what do you call 30 influencers on a sinking yacht?
A good start.
Hello.
I hope all of their cell phones were destroyed, if nothing else.
The vessel, made for just 5 passengers and 2 crew, once again, 30 of these gals were crammed on it during Formula One weekend. Their good vibes quickly faded, though, when the luxury yacht started rapidly tipping over and sinking.
I'm sure someone pulled over and said, forget about the chicks. I want to save the tequila. That stuff's expensive.
They did save the tequila.
I'm kidding. What?
$330 bottle of, I have never heard of this, Clase Azul Gold tequila.
Yeah, one girl she goes, I
Carrying
saved the baby, and it was a bottle of
Yeah, it was a bottle of the tequila.
They were calling
Yes.
it their baby.
Mhm.
Isn't that something?
I think you might want to take a look at a program.
So did
tequila your baby?
Did this sink in water deep enough that all of their laptops and
They grabbed them all, Tom.
iPhones were okay? They got
They
them
are
all
seen
off.
saving their expensive belongings, including Louis Vuitton duffel bags.
Well, I hope
Christian
someone
Dior
took the
totes.
tequila and threw the bitch off the vessel.
They were taking
Bears.
taking selfies with the rescuers.
And wearing their little life jackets. Here you go. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, they
were they in bikinis too?
Oh yeah, they were all in bikinis.
Yeah, they were.
Yes.
Don't they owe somebody some money?
They owe.
You know what I'm saying? Shouldn't they have to pay for their rescue?
Here's the girl clutching the bottle of tequila.
Well, first of all, the vessel, whoever is in charge of it, I'm sure it has a limit of passengers.
Exactly.
And the Coast Guard, the Coast Guard should. And the boat was a Lamborghini
Yacht.
I didn't know they made boats.
Yes.
It looked beautiful.
They had to do mouth to mouth on all of them. I don't think it was necessary, but they were.
It was quite the vessel. But yeah, I don't know who owned it.
I think when you get on a vessel, doesn't it say this watercraft is only designed to hold hold 12 egos and men with small penises?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, apparently they just made it onto different yachts.
So no men though. It was all these chicks.
All women.
Real taco fest.
That's what they call that. Yeah. Sorority, taco fest.
Clam bake.
Pieces of the Lamborghini 63-foot yacht were seen floating in the water.
Bloop, bloop,
yeah.
bloop.
It's
Well, that's got to be worth millions.
$4.5 million.
That's insane.
Yeah, I'd like to show you what it looked like before. Oh, here they're taking selfies while they're on the. There you go.
That's quite a.
Yeah.
That's quite a little.
That's an amazing.
That's a nice little.
Hey, somebody check somebody check the ID of the one in the middle, will you?
Oh, look at that botched nose job.
Oh yeah, that's what you're looking at.
Well, I would not know she had a face. Okay.
At some point, don't you want to look at the face?
That's just acid about
or the target.
Yeah, that's mostly butt there. Okay.
Florida Fish and
Cut
Wildlife
that out, Hoffy.
are leading the investigation into the sinking vessel. The U.S. Coast Guard as well. So we'll look. Well, I'm sure there'll be some kind of fine. I would think.
I would hope so.
Yeah, I mean, that much collagen. How can a boat be still floating?
Yeah, they.
the oil drum of Botox. Yeah, that one girl, that's quite a nose.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
You know she was way hotter before.
Yeah, there's an NFL player that probably used all that cartilage from her nose to repair his knee. That's what they use, right? They take rhinoplasty tissue and stick
you've
it in your knee.
always said this. Nose jobs can help knee replacement. That's not true.
I need some new meniscus stuff in my right knee. If anyone wants to donate it.
The good news: 32 people were saved. I guess there were 2 crew.
No, they were influencers. That's the bad news.
Yeah, and no one was injured. So there you go.
Well,
yeah.
Boy, oh boy, they had a real adventure, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Do fake boobs float?
I would think.
I think if you were to,
that's a good question.
Yeah, like on its own, if you just took an implant and threw it in the water,
I would think it would float.
I would think it would float. Saline, if it was salt.
I don't know.
You would think.
Well, here's a serious question. Now we need a scientist on the show. Fact check.
We need lots of stuff. We need a scientist and a lawyer and a real estate agent.
Yeah.
And
I was thinking of hiring a full-time fact checker.
I bet you were.
Wouldn't that be?
We had
So
one.
help me God, if you start hiring the people. Never
I
mind.
thought we had one.
We don't need that. That would be
of
awful.
course, no, because they get to tell me I'm right all the time.
Oh, right.
Well, that came into focus, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
It sure did.
This would have never happened on a quality sailboat, I'll tell you that. Quality skipper would never have allowed
Of course not.
all these women on
I
there.
almost want to see you in the skipper outfit, with the captain's hat. And
Oh,
the
yeah.
blazer,
What are you wearing
like,
a boat?
like Ted Knight and Caddyshack. I'd like to see it all.
You wear tie boat shoes and
Let's have a sailing adventure this
Yes.
summer. Why don't you take us on a boat trip?
I've said this for 30 years.
A houseboat.
Houseboat, baby, houseboat.
oh, sailboat.
We're trapped on a houseboat for 2 weeks.
Boring. Okay.
It's going to be like the last of Sheila when we all start killing each other.
What's coming up in the news, Christy Lee?
What do
He
we have?
fell. What do you want?
We have an update on the lady yesterday who was defecating on the car hood because she was upset in a road rage incident. We have a woman who says the devil made her steal.
A devil made me do it.
And
Isn't that Flip Wilson, Geraldine, right?
Underrated.
Very funny. Yes.
Very funny.
I don't know why Flip Wilson has left.
Could tell a joke, man.
Left the canon of great
I
comedians.
never cared for Geraldine, but Flip,
I loved
funny,
Flip
yeah.
Wilson.
He brilliant. Now, all that's coming up, and we're glad to be here in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show. just before we went back to air,
we were talking with Theo.
Theo threw a new word at me, and
a new phrase.
I am not aware of this. There is something out there called the Lucky Pierre, which, well, Theo, you didn't really give me much information, but go ahead, flesh this out for me, literally.
It's something that I've heard that the kids are doing. It's
the kids would be you.
Yeah, you're a kid, huh?
Yeah, well, in this story, I'm not the kid in this one. It's if there's a threesome going on, which I enjoy.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't?
Now, threesome. So threesome would be, say, you and two ladies.
Yeah, me and two ladies.
Yeah.
However, if it's three fellas, then I've heard the term.
What?
Yeah, there's a thing. It's they used to call it the train back in the 70s, but three guys. If it's three guys
and no ladies,
and they call the guy in the middle the Lucky Pierre.
Do they now? I don't see that all being all that lucky.
Lucky
or the manata. That's what I've heard it called as well.
There you go.
Man,
the manata.
Greatness isn't given. It's earned. It starts from the ground up with every step, every move, every moment. Because when the game is on the line, you need the best. The new Sport Athletic Performance Insole from Orange Insoles. Stability, support, dominance. Orange Insoles, because greatness starts from the ground up, even when you're sitting down.
Pat, are you ready to do your movie review?
Sure, why not?
Oh,
We can do
okay.
that. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. Big week this week. Talking about the new movie Sex and the City 2.
Now, should we explain that the way you have a very interesting way of making sure that your reviews are not biased. You don't chum around with the stars.
I do not chum around with the stars.
And
as little as possible.
You don't associate pretty much with the movie itself.
Do not do that.
So, in other words, you don't go to the movie.
I don't interact with the movie in any way.
By seeing it.
By seeing it,
right?
I try not to think about it.
Bias your opinion.
Yeah, exactly. And once you've seen a movie, there's no way you can be objective about it. You have been foiled. The content is in your head, and there's no way you can do it. Now, this week, Sex and the City 2. Carrie, Amanda, Mary Kate, and Ashley return for the sequel. There will be sex, followed by brunch, during which a penis will be ridiculed. There will be giggling and togetherness. Cynthia Nixon, shockingly, not returning for the sequel. I don't know if you know that. The role of Amanda is played by a broom with a face drawn on it. Sarah Jessica Parker does return, and contrary to early rumors, the role of Carrie is not played by Super Saver. Winner of the Kentucky Derby. Super Saver. Obviously, these are some heavy-duty female role models, but you don't have to go to the movies to hear about strong women, as you'll see in this edition of the Unbiased Movie Review, which is also ripped from the headlines.
Really?
Yes. In Minnesota, a mother has given birth in the car while driving herself to the hospital. Well, what does she want? A medal? One time I soiled myself on the way home from the airport. Nobody seemed to think that was much of a miracle. Yeah. The only difference is that mine didn't scream coming out. In fact, it was almost eerily quiet. There was a whimper. I'm not sure which end it came out of. Ripped from the headlines. Yes. Sex and the City 2. Definitely a movie for females. Well, what's wrong with seeing something a little soft and fun? You need it sometimes. After watching all the violence in the news, one of Spain's most famous matadors remains in critical condition after sucking the horn of one of Spain's most famous bulls. Julio Aparicio was gored through the throat, his jawbone fractured, his tongue pierced, his soft palate smashed. Doctors say he may never say, "That's delicious," again. From now on, we'll probably say, "That's delicious." Whatever "that's delicious" is in Spanish.
The Venice Beach, though, that's the real people watching plays.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
guys with like snakes on their shoulders, like living in their mom's basement.
That's the parade of weirdos.
Oh
Man, just a parade of delusion. Just this boardwalk where the only thing stronger than the smell of weed is the smell of horrible business ideas put into action. It's amazing what people have dedicated their lives to selling. Like one guy, he's like 40 years old. He had his posters, cash box, little booth, selling magic sticks for $10.
Magic sticks?
Magic sticks. Pieces of wood glued to polish rocks.
Really?
I know. Surprisingly, not a huge line. In front of his booth.
Really?
You shouldn't be allowed to sell something that stupid. Like maybe for one day, just so the government can videotape it and then show that footage to junior high kids across the country as part of like a Scared Straight anti-drug program. You know, you want to try acid? Yeah, look at Magic Stick guys. Is that where you want to end up? 25 years?
Yeah.
But that guy, it really is crazy. I wanted to, with my 4-year-old, I got my son Kyler, I wanted to go up to his booth when I saw him and just maybe like buy a magic stick and be like, oh man, I can't wait to use this, be really happy, and then take off. And then show up like a half an hour later really distraught and just kind of out of it without my son. And maybe take like a little lizard out of my pocket and set it down right in front of me. Shh, it's okay, sweetie. And then take a gun out of another pocket, put it right to his head and be like, I want my kid back, Warlock. Give me my son back.
Wow, that is a good magic stick.
It really is.
Yeah, that'd blow what little is left of his mind.
Yeah.
I'd like to actually walk, if I could do anything, walk up to him in an actual wizard suit, like a Hollywood wizard costume. And then be like, you know not what you dally with there, sorcerer. Leave these realms for a real wizard. Point like a wand at him and be like, Electrico. And then right when I say that, a friend I had sneak up behind him earlier tasers him from behind.
Out.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the Scilac Insurance News Desk. It's Christy Lee.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
Hey, Pat. Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hey, Chick.
He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
And if I may, I'd like to let you know, because this really is one of the last days to get on this. Steven Singer's limited edition, brand new Blue Moon 24-karat gold-dipped rose for Mother's Day, available right now. Limited quantity. Get it today. IHateStevenSinger.com.
That's Jeff Oskey. I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick McGee. A couple quick things. Another great Mother's Day gift. Maybe a beautiful Bob and Tom T-shirt. We got that special line of them. They're just out. It's our pop-up store. It's not going to be up very long.
Time's running out.
For all mothers. Mothers with big cans. Mothers who are flat-chested. Mothers.
Great asses.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
Flat asses?
You done?
Well, there are other kinds of mothers.
Don't keep going. I'm enjoying watching this sinking ship of
mothers who know how to cook, mothers who don't know how to cook.
Okay, thank you very much. Now,
skinny moms, fat moms.
Okay.
All right.
Wasn't that a commercial?
Skinny mom, fat.
Yeah. What was that for?
Oscar.
Oh, that's right. Okay, it could be. The larger point is, please check out bobandtom.com and see these new shirts that are out there. They're very cool. Right now, we're going to switch gears and go that way. And over there is the Scilac Insurance News Desk, temporarily called the Please Buy Christie's Old House News Desk, with Christy Lee. What's going on?
A new poll out there shows which jobs Americans think are the toughest.
I think this is a really interesting survey.
Commissioned by Bosch Power Tools. Oh, they make a good product. The Talker Research Survey of 2,000 adults found that the top 10 toughest jobs in the U.S. are...
This is according to just random people saying we think these are tough.
Yeah. Number 10. We're going to go 10 to 1, okay?
Fair enough.
Oil workers.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's you can lose your fingers.
I can't imagine that wouldn't be higher.
Yeah.
A lot higher.
Number 9, air traffic controllers.
Well, a lot of responsibility.
Yeah.
A lot of stress.
A lot of stress.
Yeah.
Head Niners. 7. Hang on. Yeah.
No, that could be a typo.
My brother-in-law was an awesome air traffic controller. He's got the great personality for it. Nothing bothers him.
He pushed tin, as they say.
Yeah.
He may want to move to Newark.
The one time I met him, he seems boring, which would be the perfect air traffic
He's
controller.
He's very calm and collected. Number 8.
You have to be married to your sister. Gee.
Number 8, farmers.
Did I say that out loud?
Farmers is very tough.
Very tough.
Dangerous, too.
And you don't get much time off. If in the winter, maybe a couple weeks.
Not to mention the risks.
Yeah.
Both financial.
The feces, the
manure.
Yeah, there's odors.
Festival. You got pigs, cows.
I once had to paint a house
sheep.
next to a silo that had rotting silage.
That's unbearable.
Yeah, that's like living in an outhouse. Farming extremely difficult.
Yes, love my farm.
Well, see, these are the toughest jobs in America.
But you get to drive a combine. How cool would that be? This year, I'm getting on a combine.
Christy, we could have you do the entire show from the combine.
Oh, love it.
We can set that up.
These are the toughest perceived jobs, but so far I think they're on.
Yeah. Number 7, astronauts.
I know, not that tough. not top 10.
Impossible.
No, it isn't impossible.
What?
Would you want to be bolted into a spacecraft where the chances of it exploding are still pretty good?
This is not top 10, man.
Oh, I think it is.
What, you work one day out of...
And everything's done for you.
Exactly. It's all automated. A bunch of nerds in a state you're not even in.
The physicality of
And there are only 2 buttons.
Yeah, exactly.
Take off and land. That's it.
There's something about not having control over so much that's easy. It's dangerous, yes. Not hard.
Getting there is so hard.
I don't know about that.
Really?
There must be
Put Josh in astronaut school and see how well he does.
Yeah, no, can you imagine if Josh...
I'm so mad that I lost my composure.
If Josh showed up at the tryouts for astronaut school, I could just see the judges sitting there. Have you seen number 10? No. Let's humor him. This is going to be great.
Oh, I wouldn't even make it that far.
Okay, number 6.
They wouldn't let me mop the
astronaut
controls.
Is like anything else. It's who you know. Okay?
Yeah.
Period. End of
Okay.
story.
Katy Perry kind of proved that, didn't
You
she?
think they're going to?
Katy Perry is not an astronaut.
I was joking.
Yeah, I know, but they also don't deserve the hate they're getting for just going on a ride.
Right?
Yeah.
I think they do.
No.
Space.
Wait a minute.
I've heard that song "Firework." She deserves anything she can get. That's a turd.
Oh, stop. Number 6, EMTs or paramedics.
Of course.
Yes. That's
Could never do that.
Was that saline or something else horrible?
Yeah.
Wasn't it D5W or something that always...
That's saline.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Number 5, police officers.
Tough being a cop.
That's got to be tough.
We're talking about the toughest jobs in America.
And a lot of these are thankless jobs.
Yes. Number 4, doctors.
Yeah. Physicians, you mean?
Yeah, what do you think I
You
meant?
mean like a...
As opposed to a PhD in English literature. No one went, well, that had to be rough.
MD.
They made you read Beowulf and you didn't kill yourself?
I love Beowulf. It's an exciting adventure.
Number 3, military personnel.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
You get
Fighting
bossed
for our freedom.
and you get bossed around.
Yeah.
Right.
You got a jackass telling you what to do half the time.
I wonder what that's like. Number 2.
Maybe if we imagine real hard, Christy, we feel what it would be like.
Mr. Godwin picked up on a salient point there.
Yeah. It was really quick.
That was fast. The quickness of the...
We tease because we love. Number 2, firefighters.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but they get a whole... What, one day they work, then they're off for 4?
Yeah, but the day you're working, you can be walking on a floor and fall into a burning basement. That's the difference. That's not going to happen here.
Christy's learning. It's hard to pretend.
It is. One of my trainers is a firefighter, and he's like so fabulous. I can't even imagine. And the number 1 toughest job, according to the poll by Bosch Power Tools,
rodeo clown,
construction workers.
Yeah, I mean, that's very tough. Imagine being on one of those girder walkers or eating a pale lunch up there.
I love that famous photograph of the guy.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
I would replace astronaut with teachers.
Yeah, I think
being a full-time teacher is harder than being an astronaut.
Somebody's trying to get laid by a teacher.
No, don't get me wrong. Teachers are some of the most overpaid people on the planet. But we had some lady write in saying, "I'm never listening again because Josh said that."
No, I think especially middle school teachers. There should be. I think that's an automatic. You get right to heaven. You taught 8th grade, really, and you didn't take yourself out.
From what I understand, the smells alone being a middle school teacher.
That famous picture of the guys on the girder having lunch, you can recreate. It's been recreated, and you can sit on the girder, and they take a picture of you now.
Oh, cool.
Really?
Yeah. Have you seen this?
No, I haven't seen. I've seen the famous
But
photograph.
that must still go on.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
The poll also found that 40% of the people believe their job is hard.
That's kind of low.
Yeah, I know. I think that tracks.
I feel like there should have been coal miner. Like, that's a horrible
Yeah.
That's a horrible job.
Roofer is probably under construction.
Yeah, roofer.
But roofing, what a horrible job.
No joke.
And
You
roofers,
ever done it?
No, but roofers are
For a
always
week.
like kind of kooky. I've had like 3 roofing companies, and each time the crew, all of them brought their kids, and they played in the yard.
Are you serious?
They put a new roof on. Yeah.
The people who trim trees, those guys are lunatics.
Oh,
Well,
They
the-
cannot find a
My brother did
full
that for a
set
while.
of teeth
That's the
on a
number-
crew ever.
That's the number one most dangerous job.
I just had a guy do that.
More so than fishermen?
I saw the survey. The more deaths.
On tree trimmers?
Yeah, and lumberjacks especially.
Yikes.
Doing the big trees.
I'm a lumberjack, and I'm okay.
Because it was fishermen for decades was the most dangerous in terms of deaths. And
Well, greatest catch or whatever. Crab and lobster fishing.
Oh,
What
my
is-
God.
Oh, any.
1 in 5 employed respondents believe that you need to be extremely tough to do their job.
1 in 5? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think, as you say, that tracks.
What is that, 20%?
Something like that?
I think that's right.
Okay, I got the next 10. You ready?
Yep. Are you going
20 to 11?
20 to 11 or 11 to 20?
Let's go 11.
How about start with 14? Check it up.
It's 14.
Like Dan
It's you,
Aykroyd.
Josh.
What are we doing?
Formerly employed semi-broadcaster.
Oh, yeah.
Tough.
Wait, what was that formerly employed for?
Number 11, nurse.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
a
isn't
rough
it
gig.
National Nurse Week right now?
Oh, nurse.
I think.
Hot and ready to party.
Yeah.
When people say, oh, nurse to a bartender, it's one of my favorite things.
Oh yeah. And this
Nurse.
and when Jack Nicholson says it in the movie Carnal Knowledge, what a great moment. Oh, nurse to Anne Margaret.
John Wayne.
Number 12, roofer.
You tried, Pat.
You tried, Pat.
I was talking.
Yeah,
but,
I know.
What were you saying, Pat? Go ahead.
No.
No, I want to hear it.
I was talking about my favorite John Wayne line when he goes into a bar and he gets off the horses. He goes, "All right, fellows, let's go to the medicine cabinet." That's my favorite.
And that was worth it. Thank you for sharing.
You're all welcome.
We'll come back with the bottom 10 of the top 20. How about that? That sounds
great.
That sounds reasonable. Right now, I want to remind you that Christy Lee is sitting in the Scilac Insurance news chair desk.
I am.
Wait a minute, news desk chair. Thank you. This portion of the Bob and Tom Show is brought to you by the Scilac Insurance Company. The stock market's been down and then up and then up and up and up and then down and down. It's pretty confusing, and you don't want to have to worry about that. When it's time for you to retire, you can counter that volatility with something called an annuity. What it's all about is having a regular paycheck coming your way even when you've retired, and that money's going to keep coming. You cannot outlive your money. See what annuities are all about by talking to the experts in that sphere. They, of course, are the folks at the Scilac Insurance Company. And easy to access information. You can go to bobandtom.com. We have a nice link there. Or just go to Scilac. It's SILAC, SilacINS.com. Or here's an easy way to do it. Grab your phone and call this number, pound 250. You hit that little pound sign, and then you hit 250 and say the keywords lifetime income. That's pound 250. Say lifetime income, just for information, what it's going to be like with an annuity. You'll be able to relax knowing in the future you're going to be covered, you're going to be okay. Some restrictions apply. See if you qualify. SilacINS.com or pound 250 and say lifetime income. An annuity from the Scilac Insurance Company. Plan on it, live on it. When we come back, we're going to find out, is your job tough? What do you think is the toughest job, et cetera, et cetera. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Okay. Well, we were talking about
That's wonderful.
You fly all over the place. You work a lot with the comedian Jeff Dunham.
Yeah.
So you guys are always flying, but you're famous on this show for your discussion of flying.
Wow. It was. I know a lot of comedians do the stuff about airline jokes about everything from flying, and so this was just my experience. Was that I started to notice some of the pilots. There were those who didn't say anything to you really. They would just say, "Hey, how you doing?" But then I had noticed the ones who love to talk and point out things and give you a little tour in the sky.
Sure.
And I always thought those were guys who were frustrated radio guys. They wanted to be on radio. There's your captain here in the cockpit, and they always sound so cool. So he always, first of all, he has to tell you he's in the cockpit. Like, where else is he going to be? Yeah, we know. We know. In the can right now. I just wanted to say hi. So if you guys don't form a line while I'm in here, please. So he's in the cockpit. Okay. And then they always tell you how many feet we're going up. I never understood why they had to share that with all of us. That's great. We're going up to 36,000 feet. You know what? I'm just a passenger. I'm not writing this stuff down. What did he say? 36,000 or 33,000? Because I need to know. Do you? Yeah. And I want to know what the gauge says because this is, I can't see it. I mean, I need to know. So, he's given us all this information. We really don't need, as passengers, all I know is, 36,000, 40,000. Just go high. That's all I really. Go above the trees and the mountains and clear that stuff. And I'm good.
Happy.
Yeah. Have a couple of drinks. And but then some of these guys I've noticed also will keep going. The ones who like to point out everything. For those who are sitting on the left side of the plane, if you look out your window, there's a cloud shaped like a duck.
Wow.
What? Good. I'm glad he woke me up for that because, and of course those people on the right side of the plane, they never get to see anything sometimes, right? They'll point out stuff. If you're on the left side, you can see the Grand Canyon. Mm-hmm. If you're on the right side, you can look at the people looking at the Grand Canyon on the left side of the plane.
Fascinating.
So I just noticed those guys. So I started taking notes about what they would say, and it was just unbelievable. And then the funniest, or I guess it's not funny, is when a plane goes down. Of course, they would look for the flight recorder, and I was always like, and they always thought, I always wondered, like, what do they expect to hear on this thing? Mm-hmm. The pilot's not cool enough to just explain what's happening, is he? Is he just gonna? Just hit a mountain. My fault. I was pointing out something to the people and clipped the wing and
there you go.
Anyway, I know I sound cool right now, but I've just evacuated like you wouldn't believe. So I just want to apologize to everybody for spinning out of control. And just want to thank all our passengers for flying with us. We realized you had a choice in airlines and. You picked the wrong one because we're going right down.
We're going down.
We're going down. You're not going to get that.
No.
You're just
free drinks.
Right. Yeah. Free drink. Don't. Just hurry. Free drink. The carts should be flying around. Just reach up and grab something. Oh man, I don't know. I figured that. I guess when they find the thing, all they really hear is one big. Screaming.
Yeah, screaming.
Screaming curse. One big curse word all the way down.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm sure, if I was on the plane going down, my last word would be, my wife would be going, she'd be saying, I love you. And I'd be going, sorry, honey, I'm going to have to curse with the pilot right now. I won't be saying I love you right now. But.
Jeff Roth Band.
Greatness isn't given. It's earned. It starts from the ground up with every step, every move, every moment. Because when the game is on the line, you need the best. The new Sport Athletic Performance Insole from Orange Insoles. Stability, support, dominance. Orange Insoles, because greatness starts from the ground up, even when you're sitting down.
Yeah, how about this, Bob? Red or black? That would split it up. Black. It's a black card. Okay. Chick, would this be a club or a spade?
Club.
Club. See, look at this. See, we're narrowing it down. Now we're down to 13. Would you say a high card or a low card?
High.
High club. That'd be like 7 and up. All right, Tom.
Yes.
If it's a high club, it's a 7, 8, 9, 10, Jack, Queen, or King.
Okay, Jack.
It's the Jack of clubs.
Oh,
You'd
Jack.
say this is pretty fairly chosen.
Now,
yeah?
you're not touching the cards.
I'm not touching it's been there the whole time.
The cards are sitting in a little box.
Jack of clubs.
Jack of clubs.
So when we drove in today, I was sitting in the car and I took one card out of the deck.
Right.
And I'll do this really, really slow. You can kind of let them know.
Justin is holding all of the
You'll
cards.
see one card in the deck is turned the opposite direction from all the rest.
Yeah.
One
Are you
card.
kidding me?
And that one card is...
The Jack. No way. Okay. Get a card. Get this guy out of here.
Weird, right?
Hello and welcome to the Bob and Tom Show, where the struggle is real. Christy Lee, Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. There's Jeff Oskey. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
You know, I don't like to get political,
but
I do want to say something.
It's time to bring the wigs back?
Yes.
Okay.
But today, Mr. Trump is meeting with the new Canadian Prime Minister guy.
Correct.
Whatever his name is.
Clark or something.
I think it's Bobby Hull.
Yes. Yeah.
In any event, I don't want to get political here. I just want I just want Trump to say, look,
Mark Carney.
Whatever his name is, I don't care. We'll forget about all these tariffs if you get rid of the Canada geese. That's all I ask.
I like the geese.
I hate the geese. They poop everywhere.
Dirty mouth.
There are too many of them.
They're so funny.
We should turn them into Soylent Green or whatever.
No, Soylent Green is people. Right?
The only way the geese can stay is that they all wear top hats and use canes.
I love that.
Then
I
they
love
can
that.
stay.
Yes.
I think we should leave it up to the state.
You mean so?
We're all
states-
stumbling around in the dark. Oskey has 20/20 vision.
So are you saying the states that border Canada can cut their own deal?
Nope. All 50 states get.
They can decide if there are geese or not.
Geese or no.
Yep.
These are all good ideas.
Line it up.
Wait a minute. What about a goose tariff? Would that work?
I love them whenever they are so entitled when they cross the street and they look so funny. I laugh every time.
And when did they go from being Canadian geese to Canada geese?
I don't know, and I don't partake. It's Canadian geese.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're not going to get bossed around.
No, I'm not.
By the language police.
I don't need. Right.
Why don't they just fly over the roads? Why do they have to walk?
Also, why it's so funny.
You know what? I've never seen a Canada goose fly.
Me neither.
Have
Of course you have.
No,
Yes,
I
you
haven't.
have.
I haven't.
have.
They're always walking.
Yeah,
Maybe they're doing their impression of an ostrich. Ever think about that? Hey, I'm working on. I'm trying to get into Second City. I'm doing mostly impressions. Want to see me do a flightless bird? How about an emu?
I love them, and I fish. I shore fish a lot, and there's goose poop everywhere. I still love them.
No, I hate them.
You just step around it, right?
Yes, it's pretty easy to avoid.
Yeah.
So
nobody likes you and your ways. Okay.
What's the name of the Canadian Prime Minister?
Mark Carney.
Mark Carney.
Oh, I wonder if we can get. What if we get Jackie Gleason to introduce him?
We can't.
No.
Prime Minister Carney. Anybody?
It's not Art Carney.
I
It's
loved Art
Mark
Carney.
Who didn't?
Super talent.
The best.
No,
Harry and Tonto, lovely film.
Okay, now time to.
Hello, Bob.
Does this phrase mean to you? I'll tell you what, she had a hairy tonto.
What?
I appreciate
it.
That's checking a lot of boxes.
Yeah, I prefer a shaved tonto.
Then you would have loved Halle Berry's dress last night at the Met Gala. Did anybody see that?
Speaking of that, did you see Andre 3000?
Oh, my.
We've got a picture of Andre 3000. There he is.
Yeah, there he is.
He wore a piano to the Met Gala.
Of course he did.
What is...
Pull up a Halle Berry there.
Hey, yeah, that's
producer. Halle Berry, Met Gala.
heavy.
I don't think it's
It
a
was
real
maybe made of styrofoam.
I didn't see the piano at all.
That's because
Am I insane?
I didn't watch that at all.
You don't see
because
the piano?
I swear, I looked at that picture and I was like, "Where is the piano?" I don't back. What? I don't know what that means mentally.
Wow.
I don't want to.
No, but I can see because it looks like the.
It looks like the background to me.
Yeah, it looks like It looks like he's dressed as some kind of guard at a Bahamian castle.
I can see where you would see that.
Or you could have a severe brain tumor.
That's one of those things where I should be looked at right now.
Yeah. You
Check my pupils.
You're totally unconscious.
No, I'm with you on that one. Okay, now we were discussing.
Well, wait a minute.
Halle Berry's not wearing any underwear under her dress.
Bush.
How can you can see?
She is very strategically stripped right down the middle of her.
Oh, she's got a landing strip?
Well, you can't see.
Oh.
Our producer will find you.
This is the big fashion
Met Gala
thing.
last night.
What
at
is
the
that even?
Museum of
It raises money
Metropolitan Art for the Art Museum.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Could we trade all the people who went to that to stop the war? We'll send them to a Venezuelan prison if you stop the war.
Is there a war?
Yeah. The one, the one over the whole Gaza thing. We'll get rid of all these celebrities and their expensive clothes. And
Yeah, it was quite an interesting evening. I did not watch much of it. I just saw it this morning when I came into work.
I think watching crap like that makes you complicit.
No, it doesn't, Tom.
That's all I'm saying.
I agree.
You know,
if you watch that, the troubles of the world are your fault.
My history with Tom, I have never agreed with him.
There are a lot of people who enjoy fashion and find this very
if we all
fun.
just ignore this, eventually they'll stop.
All right, picture time. Here you go.
Hello.
See, she is not wearing underwear, my friends.
That is really unattractive, too.
No. It's,
she looks like a mermaid from the boobs down.
Yeah, exactly.
I was going to ask a question, but now it's just a statement for Tom. What did you say about that picture?
Incredibly unattractive.
You're gay, dude. Okay? You are gay.
That is one of the tests.
Which is fine.
Right. No, I'm sorry.
Is
that
gorgeous.
I hope you and whoever he is have a lovely life.
I'm sorry. That boy's haircut she has is an erection killer.
Will you look at how hot she is?
You are out of your mind.
Sorry. Doesn't do anything for me.
Oh, my gosh.
Well.
I'll see you at the Ramrod, okay?
We'll see you. Yep. We'll see you at the parade.
Lord, man.
No, I'm sorry. There isn't. If that's getting you erect, you're into boys. Okay.
That is totally wrong. There's nothing.
No, that
that
haircut is a disaster.
Is a good. She's a knockout.
He has always had this thing about women and short hair. He doesn't like it.
You should see Nicole Kidman's new haircut.
It's because it brings out his gayness.
I think it is. Just go with it, bro.
Your parents are dead. Come out.
Yes. It's okay.
It's okay. It's not gayness. It's just a love of anus. Wrote a little poem. No, I'm sorry.
I'll still love you.
Does nothing for me. Sorry. That doesn't do anything for me.
That's okay. All right.
That's all right. I thought she looked beautiful.
If gay's your way, that's okay.
It's an insane dress, but she looks amazing.
Yeah.
It looks like a mermaid.
Well, what's wrong with mermaids?
The mermaids are supposed to have long hair, not that boyish.
I'm sure you would have loved Diana Ross's 18-foot train on her dress.
I don't want to see a mermaid named Butch, okay?
Diana Ross.
Yeah, she had an 18-foot train.
What is she, like 112 now?
Yeah.
How old's Diana Ross?
I wish she was under an 18-foot train. Gotta be 90 by now.
Touch me in the morning. No.
Can you imagine being her assistant?
That should be one of the toughest jobs in America, which is what we were talking about right now.
If not number one.
Right now, I want to remind you, hello, this is the Bob and Tom Show, coming to you from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, where Christy Lee is at her post. Mm-hmm. She's at the Scilac Insurance News Desk. We were discussing this interesting survey. What do the average American, what do they think the toughest jobs are? We went through the top 10.
Many of them very tough.
Yeah, I think all of them are very difficult. The average person doesn't have a job that's at least physically demanding or
mentally stressful
but so let's get to the next 20.
Okay.
Nurse, absolutely. That should be in the top 2. That is really tough.
And happy Nurse Day or Nurse Week or things.
We got roofer up there, which Mr. Oskey mentioned. Roofing.
Oh, so that is up there. Okay.
Yeah.
It has to be,
electrician.
Yeah.
The hardest part about being a roofer is learning English. It does seem to be quite a challenge.
Josh, as you know, that's for drywall, and you know it.
Oh, so heartache.
Just okay, and we're back.
Let's see now. Where were we? Oh, no, I can't stand it.
What about HUD carrier? What made you stand? What is HUD carrier is tough.
I did it for a day. Number 14, the most difficult jobs in America. You'd think I'd maybe making this up. Custom home builder.
Sorry, Mark.
Sorry, Mark.
Sorry, Mark.
I bet he does have a tough job.
I bet it's stressful.
He had to deal with me.
Yeah, having to deal with the homeowners is the tough one. Yeah. It must be, though.
My friend Scott. Yeah, that's got to be tough.
People who know just enough to think they know more than they do. You know what I'm saying?
And have the money to throw around and go, yeah, see, I told you.
Engineer, one of the top.
Those trains drive themselves.
Probably some stress there.
Yeah, it's not like you're going to take the wrong turn.
Yeah.
Oh, no. We're talking about engineers that do things like design bridges.
Structural engineers.
Oh, yeah. It's real hard to use a T-square.
Well, we have bridge news coming up. And by the way,
you're
a T-square. Yeah, I can get you a dozen T-squares for 50 cents at a nearby pawn shop. They've really kind of fallen out of fashion. Pilot. Yep. A lot of stress there. Here you go, Josh. One of the toughest jobs in America, teacher.
Yes, of course. Come on.
Okay.
It's nearly impossible. It has to be.
Followed by lawyer.
Oh, boy. I guess. It probably is tough.
Yeah.
Being that self-important.
And then carpenter number 19, and then 20, drywall plaster installer.
What do they always say? I hate all lawyers except mine. He's great. Yeah.
But aren't like drywall, plaster, and roofers all under construction?
Yeah, pretty much, I think.
Yeah.
I think that's a separate category. First of all,
it goes more civil or commercial construction.
And the drywall guys get to wear those cool stilts.
Yeah.
Oh, God, you and your stilts.
Boy.
I love those stilts.
I know you do.
Makes you taller.
And the number one.
You don't like Halle Berry?
Hang on a second. What are you saying about stilts?
Makes you taller.
You know, when you build a house, you never want the drywallers and the ceiling fan installers in the same day.
No.
Right.
If your ceiling fan's clicking a little bit, should you have it replaced? You think?
First,
yeah.
Tighten every screw in that thing. See if that works.
This is why your house
and I'm being completely serious.
Is this the Amityville house you moved into?
This is why your house isn't selling.
Okay. Yeah, if your ceiling fan whispers, get out to you.
Not the old house. The old house.
And the key to it, you want to make sure that the smoke that it's emitting is being spread around.
So does it click when it's on or when it's off?
When it's on, it clicks. You know, like.
That's the worst. Yeah.
Now, do you have it going the correct direction?
I don't know.
This is a fallacy.
I know that.
No, this is not a fallacy,
my
Josh.
My husband walked in the other day, and we have 2 new ones, and they were like, he's like, they didn't put those in. They didn't flip the switch. They're not.
Yeah, during the summer, it has to go one way, in the winter, the other.
It still works.
Yeah, but
you're still going to feel air.
Yeah, but you could also, your air conditioning will work if you leave your front door open in the summer. It still works, but you're a jackass.
No. You don't have
want
to
it to circulate the air.
Don't worry about your ceiling.
If it's going the wrong way, it's cost you at least $300 a month. I just saw the statistics.
Are you and Andy in cahoots? Come on. I told him, it's not blowing air. I go,
no, it's still, you still get air.
You're moving the air. It doesn't matter.
Oscar, where are you at on this? You know more about homes than
all of us.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
thank you.
Well, admittedly, when you have 7-foot ceilings, now at my place.
Oh, yeah, of course, at the mansion.
And now you see why this job. I'm sorry, you can hear why this job is the hardest.
Yes.
Absolutely the hardest. Tough armor.
What an awful person.
Jeff has a nice
You seem
home.
more of a box fan type family.
Yeah.
It's right around the corner from me.
When
It's a
your
very nice
window
home. Leave him alone.
Just put some ice in a cooler and open the lid.
Looks like
There's a phone call, I think.
Oh, really?
hit the fake phone sound effect.
We have a phone call?
Ring, ring.
Oh, I didn't know.
We'll do it for you.
Perfect. Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Yeah, hi. My name is Todd. You didn't mention my job. I have the toughest job in America right now.
Is that right, Todd?
Yeah. It's Christy Lee's real estate agent.
Yeah.
Oh, that's got to be hard.
Here's the cleanup. Her husband loves these little Matchbox cars. Yeah, I just can't sell this place.
Yeah, I bet it is hard. Yeah, it can't be easy.
Love the show. Take care.
All right, thanks, Todd. Love the show.
We're going to get this house sold for you.
Thank you.
No matter how upset they are always nice to say love the show.
Oh, God.
I really appreciate that.
Counterclockwise in the summer, Christy.
What else is
Counterclockwise in the summer.
Yeah,
Is
look
that
at
the
your
air blowing down or up?
You want it's a way that it circulates the air and swirls.
How do I get out of this?
Okay, sorry.
Sewer worker was never in any of that.
That's what Art Carney did.
Yeah, that would be tough.
That's got to be real tough.
Norton worked in the sewers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bus driver has to be hard.
Plumber has to be hard.
Gator wrangler.
Oh, boy.
Well, of course.
Yeah, how about the guy that has to go up in the attic and get the raccoons out?
Oh, yeah. Well, shout out to our friends at Rusty's. Yeah.
You know what has to be tough? Being a stripper has to be physically and mentally demanding.
I would say.
Hence, the drug use.
You mean you mean I'm sorry, and the eroding of the soul. Yeah, that's
that's got to be hard on you.
Yeah, that is hard on you.
Did we?
Oh my God!
Did we go off the air and I'm not aware of it? Or
any minute now?
Is this a Monday show? It seems like a Monday show, doesn't it?
Oh God. Right now, you know what I need?
What?
More iced tea. You know where I'm going to get it?
Where?
In the green room. You know how I'm going to make it?
I bet you're going to peel and pour. That would be my guess.
I am going to peel and pour. Java House. Woo-hoo. They are the official coffee of the Bob and Tom Show and more. They're also the official iced tea and the official, I guess, let's say, refreshments, including those
hydration drinks, energy drinks, whatever you want.
There you go. How does it work? Java House, they're these little cups. You could kind of fit a golf ball barely in there. They're about the size of a Keurig cup, but they don't need a machine.
Why don't you use ping pong ball? I bet a ping pong ball would fit it.
You want to do the ping pong ball test tomorrow?
Sure.
Do you have any ping pong balls?
Nah, I lost the ping pong
Is
table.
Christy going to shoot ping pong balls out of her?
No. Remember that?
I'll need to pack a lunch tomorrow.
Do you remember the classic joke? Remember the classic, the classic joke?
What are we doing? We are off the air. I knew it.
Shut up. The classic joke that ends, ping pong balls. No, I didn't say King Kong's balls.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
No, I don't remember.
Never mind.
You could not fit King Kong's balls in one of these.
No.
But a ping pong ball. You take this, you just peel off the top, and you've got whatever kind of coffee you want, including a cold brew. This particular one is the Colombian medium roast, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a cold brew, but you can drink it hot.
Yeah,
It's
cold
just the way
brew
it's
is
roasted.
the process. Yeah,
Yes.
thank you.
They're
Chrissy.
brewed.
Of course. I'd like to step away for 1 second and thank Office H2O. They put in our new water system, so we've got great water, both hot, cold, and fizzy, to add to our drinks and our beverages from the Java House. Java House has a special thing going right now as they revolutionize coffee, etc., at work. And that special thing is you can get 25% off. Just drop our name. That's right. Just put Bob and Tom, one big long word. It's a promo code. It'll knock 25% off that first order. We're getting love letters about Java House now, and you can try it at home. It's great on the road because it's so portable and perfect for that long trip.
Portable and potable.
Oh, that's very good.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. I like that on the trucks where it says potable water.
Yeah.
You ever just walk up to the side, excuse me, sir, take the spigot. I'm having some Java House coffee. I noticed you have potable water. I tried using the swimming pool truck recently. Not potable.
No.
And yet they can move it. Ironic, really. Java House. They regret but one thing. That was
sponsoring this studio.
Sponsoring this show.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Java House. We're going to have a little special Java House treat coming soon. Also, coming up, we have more news from Christy Lee at the Scilac News Desk involving your tax refund. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
The lead singer of AC/DC. For those of you who never heard him, he's like a pirate.
Yeah.
We're going to have a good time tonight, you ready? Hey, matey, we're going to roast up shore and give him a nice concert for a good hour and a half. And he can like it. Yeah. He goes.
That's what it sounds like.
He comes and he goes, Jimmy, me son, I'm somewhere in Europe, and someone said that there's a guy named Jimmy Brewer doing the hokey pokey. Because I challenge you to come up on stage with me at the show I'm doing.
Oh my God.
Yeah, sounds amazing. Right? Sounds amazing.
Right.
We're at a club and he's doing a benefit. And so some of the guys from AC/DC and Deep Purple and all this jazz. And Brian Johnson goes up on stage and we rehearse for about an hour. He's like, okay, I'm going to go out and I'm going to bring you out. And like, are they going to like this? Oh, they're going to love it. They're going to love it. They're going to love it. I said, okay. All right. Well, when do I know to go? The guy will come and he come and get you and you'll be on the side of the stage. He come and get you. All right. So I'm on the side of the stage and I get engulfed in the show. Lights go down. The first song. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, wow. they're playing Shoot to Thrill. The floor's rocking. Next song. Back in black. Wow. Chicks are now climbing men's shoulders. I want a better view. Third song. It's silent for like an hour, about 3 minutes, and then the bongs of the bell. Bong, bong, I'm playing house bells. Place is ready to riot, and the guy comes and gets me, and he's like, all right, kid, get on the side of the stage. Hokey pokey right after hell's bells. All right. I said, no. He's like, yeah, no, they're going to love it. They're going to love it. So I'm literally watching them like, Satan coming to you. Hell's bells. Like, there's no way that puts your left foot in, your left foot out is gonna go up.
Oh my God.
The airport has got like magical powers. The airport's the only place where like you could be on the floor eating a salad. And somebody will come up to you and ask you to watch their most precious things. You know, can you watch my back and my kid? Name A. Jackson, slot 32B or whatever, and you just go find your car. And I went there, and 29, 30, 31, and then there's no 32. It just started with another rental car. It's like, I know I can't ask, like, where's 32 after 31, because they might not let you take the car, Eventually, I went and asked. I was like, "Hey, ma'am, there's no 32. There's just budget." And she goes, "Oh, we merged with budget, so that's an Avis car. So just take that." I should have just taken the car on the off chance that there was a corporate takeover. And then maybe drive to somebody's house and break in and go to bed and hope it's an Airbnb. What are you talking about? Like, the Olympics are my favorite 4 years. It's because they give that stat every 4 years about how many condoms they hand out at Olympic Village. This year, we gave away 618,000 condoms at Olympic Village, and every time I hear that stat, I'm like, why? Those are our best people. What if we told that kid would be perfect? It'd be good on the land and the sea. It'd be like a first human Range Rover. What do we... How about we start handing out condoms at Storage Wars meet and greets? I'm a basketball fan, and they said, like, if everything works out perfectly in the next 3 years, LeBron James and his son will be in the NBA at the same time. I was like, no, that's cool. But then I did a little math of my own, and I figured out that in 6.5 years, me and my daughter's student loans are going to overlap.
Hey everybody, it's Frank Caliendo, and I'm going to be doing a bunch of stand-up dates, and I'm not sure where to put my hands right now, but this is the deal. We're going to be in places like Appleton, Wisconsin, Toledo, Ohio, Des Moines, Iowa. There's a whole bunch of them. We'll let you know how to do that on the screen right here. And why did I say we? Is that my new pronoun? No. I have a bunch of other people with me. Those people are Patrick Keene. You've seen his teeth, probably on your dentist wall. They're tremendous, very good teeth. Willie Griswold. You know why he's with us. And of course, Al Jackson.
And that's when they realized it's going to be a fun show.
Dear Allie, my boyfriend recently proposed to me, and I'm so madly in love with him. We met after he went through a really bad breakup, and I was there for him. But then one night when we got really drunk, he basically told me I would always be second to that girl. No. I don't even think he remembers saying it. Obviously, I was super hurt, but I felt like I can take what I'll get. But am I making a huge mistake in marrying him, knowing that? Do you think I should bring it up, or what should I do? Oof.
Oh. Girl, you run.
Yikes.
You can't be with him. No.
Unless stuff, but that could have been a while ago, and maybe feelings have changed.
You can't hear it.
I think it's worth asking him about.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, let him defend himself.
Yeah.
What an idiot. Why did he even say that?
Well, he was drunk.
I know. Well, he
Speak
was
the
so
truth.
drunk he might not know. She said.
Maybe that's the deep truth for this guy.
That's why it's like,
I've never quite bought into that when you're drunk, everything you say is the honest truth.
That's true. It's true.
There's a lot of BSing when you're drunk.
Yeah,
there is.
But why would you say that?
I don't know.
Like, that's like, oy.
Talk to him.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. In that case, I think it was truth serum, but I agree. Generally, drinking's not always that. Eesh.
That's a tough
Just
one.
talk to him. Yeah,
That's almost worse
you have
than
every
cheating.
right to ask him.
Spell it B-I-E.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. There's Christy Lee. There's Pat Godwin. Hello. Josh Arnold.
Hi.
Jeff Oskey. I'm Big Mouth Chick McGee. And hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick McGee.
are you?
Glad to have you in your mouth here today.
Well,
we've established a lot of interesting things today. We've learned that
this is the hardest job in America.
In the summertime, your ceiling fan should rotate counterclockwise, unless you're in Australia.
Counterclockwise.
Go ahead. Waste your time doing it.
When you look at your ceiling fan, if you feel air blowing on you, it's correct in the summer.
Okay.
In the winter, you want it to suck up. Never mind.
Thank you. Never mind, indeed.
That's once
Andy wants it blowing on him.
No,
I
because
think
the hot air is up against the ceiling, and you need to circulate.
You do it too?
Well, yeah, it makes sense.
I'm so confused now.
Yeah, don't even worry about it.
Okay.
No matter what time of year, you flip that switch and your ceiling fan comes on, you're going to feel a breeze.
Okay.
Well, this is why Josh leaves the air conditioner on in his car all winter.
Have you ever done that?
Ridiculous.
No, you need
Doesn't
to
make any sense.
Turn your air conditioner on, make believe it's really, really
hot outside.
Hot outside.
No, I've never done that actually.
Just so you can wear your sweaters. And
Okay.
Your fall clothes.
I think we've lost we've lost our place. It's time to move on. Christy Lee is at the Scilac Insurance News Desk. What's happening?
Are tax refunds being used more responsibly, you ask?
More responsibly than our taxes, you know what I mean? We have a good time.
Death and taxes.
A new survey out there says yes. Americans are now more likely to spend their refunds on essentials like mortgages, not luxuries.
Or not like food.
Yeah. A poll surveyed 2,000 U.S. taxpayers. Nearly two-thirds, 65%, say they've already spent their refund or plan to soon. Most are using the money for necessities like rent, groceries, and bills. The days of splurging on vacations or new gadgets may be fading, replaced by financial survival.
Not a trip to the Bahamas, but a trip to Kroger.
Yeah. Experts say it's a sign of rising costs and tighter household budgets. Tax season isn't about windfalls anymore, ladies and gentlemen. It's about making ends meet. Refund? What's a refund?
Well, there's that.
Yeah.
Pat, if you filed, you'd probably know what we were talking about.
Let's not be saying that on the air.
Don't be saying that on the air.
Oh, they find you. Took my uncle 9 years, but they found him.
Well,
Everything's good on my end.
It's a fact that income tax is illegal. You just look it up.
That is
He even tried moving to Mexico. That didn't help.
I'm sure the sodomy in the Mexican prisons is a little sweatier.
No, he was married. They have a nice home down in Baja somewhere.
Yeah, Pat, so you can take your tax refund and make that car payment, so at least you won't get repossessed until July.
Laugh, laugh, laugh. He said he's chuckling the whole time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Bills are being paid on
Your
time.
best friend.
For once. I have a house. I have a roof over my head.
Yes.
For once.
It's an apartment. You have a ceiling over your head.
Yeah, but he pays for it.
I pay for it.
Yeah.
Did you ever have like a ritual when you'd get your tax refund, you'd go just use it like mad money anyway?
No, mine was always kind of used wisely.
Yeah.
You seem like a...
Yeah, I think the premise of this survey I don't buy.
I don't either.
I think the premise of this is, oh my God, last year everybody took their tax refund and blew it on a trip. BS.
Yeah, no, I'm not convinced.
Yeah, this is one of those.
And it's not like they hand you $5,000 or something. It's, a couple $100.
Yeah, this strikes me as being one of those magazine things where, well, the interns need something to do. Think of a dumb idea and have them research it.
Yeah. I mean, this year maybe people are a little tighter, but I don't think it's drastically different. It can't be.
I wonder if anti-anxiety medications sales are up. Is that I know they've got all kinds of weird, like for example, in the world of the weather, what is that? They have the Waffle House scale. What is it for?
Really?
Yeah, the Waffle House Index.
Yeah.
Yeah, if because Waffle Houses never close, but if they close, it's
bad.
It's the severity of the storm.
Mm-hmm.
Does someone keep track of the sales of anti-anxiety medication with respect to the mood of the country?
I would think. I don't know.
I will look into that.
Okay. Be careful giving your kid your phone. A Kentucky woman says her second grader went online with her phone.
Kentucky woman.
And ordered.
She's got a cell phone.
Do you have any songs today, by the way?
Tom is taking it easy on me, apparently.
Well, as you know,
the day I had yesterday,
Kentucky
pooping my brains out.
As you know,
my brains out.
Yesterday, Pat had we can be frank about this. We're adults.
I'd like to be chick about it if I could.
You don't want to be frank?
I don't want to be frank.
Okay.
I'm tired of being frank.
Pat had a constipation issue.
You can't work constipated?
And one of the things that Pat said was, let's not talk about this on the air.
You brought it up.
Right out of the box.
Christy, he may be constipated. He can sing. His breath is just a little worse.
Boy, now that's constipated.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. It was no, I don't want to be frank.
Wow.
So as a result.
Guilty.
As a result, you may find this hard to believe, but Pat overcompensated with the cure.
Oh, did you? Is that what
boy,
happened?
did I ever.
As you know,
magnesium sultrate and...
in the history of Pat's life, as you know, 2 drinks, fun, turns into 30. Well, so he was doing shots of Metamucil and kaopectate or whatever.
I went a little overboard and coming down a certain highway, I had to pull over.
Hershey Highway?
It is now.
Yeah, it sure it is. Yeah.
And I asked this earlier. I wonder if there's a hypnotist out there, if there's hypnotherapy, if that's what they call it, for constipation.
You're supposed to relax. So
I'm just saying. I'm
amazing crap at all.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you were born.
You have to relax your bowels.
You are getting tired.
They were relaxed chemically for me.
Oh, were they?
Every time I snap my fingers, you will crap like a lumberjack.
And cluck like a chicken.
Meanwhile, back at the Kentucky woman.
Oh, sorry. What did we have this lady in
Kentucky?
Her second grader went online with her phone and ordered 70,000 lollipops.
Good kid.
Holly LaFavors told WKYT.
What is he on a chain of banks?
We lubricate your viewing pleasure. Sure.
That her son Liam ordered 30 cases of Dum Dum suckers off of Amazon while playing on her phone over the weekend. These are the kind they give at the bank, too, Dum Dums.
Are we close to them having to rename Dum Dums?
Maybe.
I
hope not.
Dum Dum.
She tried to stop the order before it was delivered, but it was too late. Ms. LaFavors later posted photos of the boxes of lollipops stacked on her porch. While Ms. LaFavors initially had trouble getting a refund, she has since gotten her $4,000 back.
Boy, you hand me a lollipop, a basic lollipop that isn't a Dum Dum, I'm handing it right back to you.
Are you?
Yes.
You're brand loyal.
No Tootsie Pop?
Oh, no.
I love it.
I'll maybe eat
Tootsie
the
Pop.
outside. I hate Tootsie Rolls, though.
I love them.
Hate them.
So this
Jess has got a whole bunch of them on her desk. I always sneak
Blow Pop
one.
fine. Yeah.
So the kid ordered how many?
$4,000 worth, 70,000 Dum Dums. When they arrived, he reportedly exclaimed, "My suckers are here."
Yeah.
All right. Good for him.
That's a fun kid.
Yeah, it is.
A lot of money for Dum Dums.
They got Halloween covered for a couple of decades.
She was able to return them.
Don't you egg a house that gives you a lollipop, though?
Yeah, I think you do.
Oh, yeah,
What?
they're done.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, a Dum Dum and some Smarties? Well, I'll see you later, ma'am.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Should there be
And an apple?
I have a
Come across with chocolate and caramel. What's the problem?
Did you like the question mark Dum Dums where you didn't know what you were going to get?
The mystery flavor?
No.
Oh, you got
No.
ass.
Yeah, my buddy always had a theory about that, the mystery flavor. Oh, root beer again.
I thought it was coconut or some.
Yeah, you get the coconut, you throw it away. Should there be some kind of a thing with Amazon where you could set up an account in which if you ordered something like whatever you ordered, 60 cases of it would go back. Are you sure?
Right. It would alert you.
Kind of like a governor of some sort going, wait a minute, this seems a little weird.
You know what Amazon needs? You as a consultant.
They're on hard times right now.
Yeah, they're really biting the bullet.
Yeah, they need your help.
No, I'm trying to protect the consumer side of this thing.
Well-
I'm not trying to help Amazon. I mean, if some kid gets a hold of it and orders, I mean, I'm sure they get.
It happens a lot.
If my kid got my phone and ordered, he could order $87.43 worth of
whatever they want,
according to my account.
Let me check mine.
Similar. Yeah, they ain't spending $4,000.
Well, it's set up to a credit card. Is yours set up to a credit card?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It has exactly $84.
Oh, it's on a debit card?
Left
Ah, okay.
Oh, I bet it'll still go through. Just enjoy overdrafts.
Oh, that's where they get you.
Okay.
Oh, they sure do.
Well,
They sure do.
now, we have lots more coming up, so please hang out with us. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Break up with your brewer. Switch to Java House. Amazingly smooth barista quality cold brew in seconds with no equipment required. Just peel and pour over hot or cold water. Effortlessly easy. Coffee, teas, hydration and energy drinks, hot cocoa and more. Order online at javahouse.com. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show.
Oh, well, this will help.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, it's Kenny Tarmac.
Hey, Kenny, how are you?
Hey, Shooter, we just landed. I'm in ATL. Just got in from ORD through DF Dub. I had to call you guys. You got the new Barstool guys in there, huh?
That's right.
Pat McAfee, Todd McComas are here, yeah.
I know. Listen, Pat, heard you walked away from some major coin guy. I love it. Power move. Way to blow up the flow chart, Shooter. Now, get this. Holbeck, he was the GM of SmearCorps. His brother, not the one who ran Lucom into the ground. No, the older brother goes by Merck. He was pulling almost 40 G's on straight commission, and one day, just like you, up and said, my work's done here. Didn't even give the standard 2 weeks notice, and word has it he's making twice that much now with the remote-controlled chip clip people. So, almost exactly like your deal. Dot to dot to dot to... Hey, Stud, I was going to ask you. Hang on, I got to take you. Get Tarmac. Hey, Shooter, we just landed.
No, we're still here.
No,
what
about me? Through RD. Not much. I'm just on hold right now with that idiot punter that walked away from like half a minute.
Wait a minute. You're not on hold.
Yeah, that one.
I can hear you.
I'm going to pitch him, but I just want to wait to make sure this isn't some sort of publicity stunt. The focus group loved it. It's a spin-off idea. The sports fan that eats too much cheese and ODs on the ultimate nachos every Sunday.
Oh.
Yeah, we love it. It's called Bar Stool Softener. Well, yeah, the logo's the same, but our bar stool, zoom in. You'll notice the legs are a little, see that? The legs are all tapered, all four.
Sure. Is he going to reset it? Because he's talking to somebody else.
The money's in the detail, Mike. Listen, I got to take this. Hey, Pat, love the ballsy move, guy.
Hold on, Kenny.
Let's reload for next week. I got bored now before all these Zone 4 peasants get in my way. I told you from Phoenix, we just landed.
Okay,
Let's
thanks.
move, Shooter.
All right, buddy. Very helpful.
Like our girls have dumped us. Whoa, baby, blow me a kiss as you're leaving. Blow me a kiss right now. 'Cause if you're gonna leave me, honey, I will surely miss the way you blow me. Blow me a
play. Surround my face with T&A. You say you're straight, but you're not bi. How will you know until you try? The thought of nookie makes you sick. Just hold your nose and take a lick.
I wanna be Bob. What more can I say? I would smoke and drink and play golf every day. I'd have a lady for a caddy. She could hold my balls while I play. I wanna be Bob. We wanna be Bob.
Aging Richard Smoker. Aging Richard Smoker.
His name is Richard, but they call him Big Dick.
I'm looking for a big dick smoker.
Turn out the lights, 'cause I can hardly wait.
Yeah. Prison Rich.
When I get out, I'm ready to go straight.
Bombs and Aspen, and Bob likes blues and
Sealmaster of Indiana.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Scilac Insurance News Desk.
Yo.
Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Enjoying the ride. There's Josh Arnold.
Closed circuit to Tom. He's going to talk over the plugs. If you know that going in, you won't get as angry.
Check. There's Jeff Oskey. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom. Do we have a special guest?
Yes, we do. I believe we're going to hook up with comedian Bob Zany in outer space.
Look at that.
Bob, it's great to see you. Where are you exactly?
I'm in my home of Las Vegas, Nevada, getting ready to head out to the good old Minot.
Minot, North Dakota. I see that you're going to be May 9th and 10th. You're going to be at the Landing Bar and Bottle Shop in Minot, North Dakota for some great live stand-up comedy. And while I'm at it...
Also inventory. I'm going to be doing inventory at the bottle shop, so I'm very excited.
Are you a big drinker?
Why not Minot?
No.
No?
I was. Chick knows that, but I was.
We finished a bottle of vodka in Vegas one night. Oh, yeah, we did.
Whoa.
We sure did. That was a good night.
We had to, Chick. You remember that show?
Oh, it was.
It was at the Debbie Riddle's Hotel. Oh my God, it was horrible.
True story. Like 3 days later, they demolished the hotel we were in.
Are you serious?
Wow.
Yikes.
We've had bad shows, but they've never taken down the station.
Not yet.
Veteran stand-up comedian Bob Zany, a man has been doing comedy since he was in high school. Is that right? When you were on the Gong Show?
1977, when I was 15 going on 16, is when the first time I performed the Gong Show with Chuck Barris. And yes, he did kill people in between.
Right. Sure. Yeah, he was quite the CIA operative.
Oh, yes.
Bob is also going to be doing a Midwestern swing. May 15th, Rhine Hall in Kokomo, Indiana. The 16th, the Happy Place Event Center in Greenwood. And then the 17th, the AmVets Grant County Post in Marion, Indiana. And then May 29th through June 1st, it's the Laugh Factory at the Silver Legacy Hotel and Casino in Reno, the biggest little city in the world, as they used to say.
We get a lot of Bob and Tom listeners that come out to the Reno show from the surrounding areas, as they would say. Pat Godwin, good to see you out of the COVID studios, by the way.
Thank you, Bob. Good to see you.
I miss you.
Yeah, I'm glad that long COVID finally ended.
Now, Bob, what's on your mind? Are we going to be, I guess, able to listen to one of your famous rants? What do you have?
I got a Zany Report.
Okay, good.
It's the Zany Report. But also, I got to point out, it's brought to you by They, Them, Which.
They, Them, Which.
Sloppy Joe sauce. Just add meat. Just add meat.
Man, which has now become They, Them, Which.
Oh,
They, them, which.
I see.
See what I did there?
Yeah,
I did.
Pronoun trouble.
Baby.
Yeah, sure.
Let's get right to it. Christy, by the way, you look fantastic.
Why,
Good to
thank
see
you, Bob.
Christy.
It's so good to see you,
know
as
I'm a
always.
huge fan. Many times I've sat next to you in the chair that Pat has taken over.
Yes, that's right.
Let's get right to it. The United Kingdom is testing software designed to predict whether someone might be a future killer. Now, it's already predicted the first victim. Whoever thought this was a good idea?
Yeah.
In Disney World, a fire in a walk-in cooler caused a white plume of smoke out of Epcot Center. Most Catholic park goers started applauding, thinking they elected a new pope. Oh, and on CBS, I'm sure you guys talked about this and saw it. 73-year-old coach Bill Belichick was asked how he met his 24-year-old girlfriend. She interrupted and said, "We're not going there because what happens on Epstein's Island stays on Epstein's
There is that. There is that school of thought, Bob. Yeah.
There is that school of thought.
Yep.
This is interesting. In Iowa, a beaver took down a tree and caused a power outage for 1,500 residents. Now, the last time a beaver did this much damage was Sharon Stone in the movie Basic Instinct.
The beaver shot.
What I did there.
Yeah, the light, it's called a furlong.
That's what I did there. And there you have it. There's that. Now it's time to do a little thing. And I think you guys enjoy this. When I go back in time,
Oh, yes.
I put my life on the line to revisit a past Zany Report joke. Been doing this many years, and we have a lot to choose from. So right here, hang on. Here we ready?
Well, are you ready?
Push the button.
Yeah.
There it goes.
Oh,
there you go.
Oh, I love it.
Okay. Sharon Stone is back. It's July 5th, 2006.
Okay.
2006. Sharon Stone. Yeah, 2006 chick. My God, where'd that time go?
Yeah.
Actress Sharon Stone has adopted her third child. She said she wasn't planning on adopting again, but Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt were having a yard sale.
Not a bad joke.
They have lots of kids, you see.
Not at all.
They had a lot of kids.
They treat
But
them
there
like
you have
treat
it.
them like
That's
old
the
furniture. I'm sorry.
Check me out on the Twitter at Bob Zany, by the way, and also my YouTube channel. Monster numbers now. A lot of people, a lot of old stuff, Tom, coming back and forth. You know, and I forget. I've done a lot of jokes over the years. Can I do one that we posted recently that I had completely forgotten about?
Please.
Well, I was sitting at a bar, and next to me, the lady was breastfeeding, and then the bartender asked me, "Well, what will I have?" And I said, "I'll have what the baby's having," and I make it a double.
So, thus the suggestion you would like to be clamped around that
jug
nipple right next to you.
Yeah.
Wait,
You see.
Mom, nothing gets past you. It's really amazing. I bet you're great with name tags. I bet someone has a name tag on 2-3 minutes in that conversation.
I have trouble slipping my eye down long enough to look at the name tag. They should have name tags that are like built into glasses. You look at their glasses and it would just say their name right there, so you'd get it. Now, this Zany Report was brought to you by. Wait a minute, the Zany Report was brought to you. I'd like to get one of your jokes clearly out there. The Zany Report brought to you by. Is it the They Them Which? The They Them Which.
Hilarious.
Okay, not Man Which. It's the They Them Which. Okay, very good, very good. Now you were saying, Bob, what was that again?
I have no idea anymore.
Okay, good.
I've been doing the best attitude possible.
I see.
How did your dry bar special go?
Say it again.
How did your dry bar special
Oh, my
go?
gosh, what a place. What people, great sound. Yeah, it's
that aired
phenomenal.
yet?
No, it's not edited yet.
Oh.
Yeah, they got
Takes
to work
some
on that. But
Yeah, they're bringing in a different person to do the voiceover.
See how mean he is to me, Bob? It's not just you.
You see what it is?
No, but with Bob, I mean it.
Jealous over it. By the way, when you saw my poster on the wall, Pat, did you get inspired?
I did. And I love that place. That little theater's perfect. It's great. And you've done some great numbers there. You're doing some fine work.
I am. It's doing very well, along with all my other stand-up videos. Over 40 million views now across all social media.
Congratulations.
So it's building.
And did the people that watched your videos, did they vote on you keeping the mustache?
Uh-oh.
Oh, here we go.
More of a goatee, looks
Yeah.
like.
Is it a goatee?
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, at the bottom, yes. There's a little bit of
Well, you know
white
what it
fuzz.
Can I just say something? Nothing screams a midlife crisis like a goatee and a nipple ring. And I'm kidding. I don't have a goatee.
Thank you, Bob. Well, Bob and his nipple rings. Minot, North Dakota, the landing, the 9th and 10th. That's this weekend.
Yeah.
And then it'll be Kokomo, Greenwood, Marion, Indiana coming up, followed by Reno starting May 29th at the Laugh Factory. Thank you, Robert.
Thank you, Tom. And by the way, on Thursday night, we're doing a special meet and greet at the Landing Bar and Bottle Shop to sell tickets and to say hi to the listeners of the Bob and Tom program.
Oh.
Until next time, you guys take care, baby.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. It's always a pleasure.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Always a pleasure. Now, Christy, what's coming up?
Coming up, we have a truck driver rescued from his cab dangling off a bridge. We have an update on our lady that had the road rage poop incident.
Yeah.
And we have a guy who urinated in a church's holy water font. We'll talk about that.
Come on.
Holy water, Batman.
What is going on in the world?
We're not executing enough people. That's the problem.
Yes.
If you kill them, you won't do it again.
Hey, Father's Day's coming up, Tom. Did you
June
know that?
15th.
That's
June
right.
15th.
What are you going to get Dad for Father? Oh, well, if your father is available for gift receiving, how about some Raycon earbuds?
How about Mother's Day? Moms
that's this
moms
Sunday.
have ears, too.
Well, I'm just
Read the copy.
reading, just like Ron Burgundy. And Raycons also have 32-hour battery life multi-point connectivity for mom or dad. Raycon's quick charge function, 10 minutes of charging, 90 minutes of battery, active noise cancellation. At this price point, you got to be kidding me. And Raycon's everyday earbuds are available in all the vibrant colors. And they have a 30-day happiness guarantee return policy. So right now, you get up to 15% off site-wide at buyraycon.com/Tom for mom or dad. That's 15% off site-wide at buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much. And remember, moms have ears, too, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. You could even get Dad your earrings. You never know.
Moms tend to hear better than fathers, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Who you been talking to?
You yell mom, she says what?
Absolutely.
You yell dad, you have to yell it 8 more times before he acknowledges.
That's very observant of you. Who you been talking to? Thank you very much. Coming up, more exciting stuff. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Greatness isn't given. It's earned. It starts from the ground up with every step, every move, every moment. Because when the game is on the line, you need the best. The new Sport Athletic Performance Insole from Orange Insoles. Stability, support, dominance. Orange Insoles, because greatness starts from the ground up, even when you're sitting down.
Now remember, we weren't prepared to do this. We're completely doing this.
That's why I'm stalling.
G-L-O-R-I-A, glory.
That's not Clint Black Sabbath.
No.
Now, how do you introduce Mr. Sabbath?
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't done this in 15 years.
Okay.
But you just take certain lyrics of some songs and put them with another song.
I see.
Like he's going to play Born to Be Wild. Listen and I'll tell you about a man named Jed. Poor mountaineer, yeah. Barely kept his family fed. And then one day he was shooting at some food, yeah. Up from the ground come a bubbling crude. Black gold Texas tea. Sweet tea.
Nothing like sweet tea.
Try the.
I like drinking sweet tea.
That's nice.
Try the one of the other ones, whichever one you want to do.
How about
Your cheating heart will make you weak. You'll try and try to sleep, but sleep won't come the whole day through. Your cheating heart will tell on you. Oh, Lord, yeah. Oh, Lord, yeah.
All right.
This is James Sibley as Clint Black Sabbath.
I can't believe I'm doing this. Generals gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses, evil minds that plot destruction, sorcerer of death construction, in the fields of bodies burning, as the war machine keeps turning. Death and hatred to mankind.
Nice.
Poisoning their brainwashed mind. Oh, Lord, yeah.
Oh, Lord,
all right,
yeah.
that's good enough.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
Oh, Lord, yeah.
Clint Black Sabbath.
Very interesting.
That's great.
Makes it a lot.
I love that.
The Steppenwolf thing, the Born to Be Wild, you should do that if you ever go karaoke.
Now, you got to do that one?
Yeah, do that. You can sing Beverly Hills. And you've heard the Purple Haze Green Acres thing, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love this.
Oh, wait, well, I haven't heard that.
I guess that always makes everybody
happy. The words from
happy.
Green Acres fit great. Green Acres is the place to be. Farm living is the life for me. Land spreading out so far and wide. Keep Manhattan, just give me that countryside.
Hey everybody, it's Frank Caliendo, and I'm going to be doing a bunch of stand-up dates, and I'm not sure where to put my hands right now, but this is the deal. We're going to be in places like Appleton, Wisconsin, Toledo, Ohio, Des Moines, Iowa. There's a whole bunch of them. We'll let you know how to do that on the screen right here. And why did I say we? Is that my new pronoun? No. I have a bunch of other people with me. Those people are Patrick Keene. You've seen his teeth, probably on your dentist wall. They're tremendous, very good teeth. Willie Griswold. You know why he's with us. And of course, Al Jackson.
And that's when they realized it's going to be a fun show.
When you become a Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less.
Wait, what? Which one is it? More or less?
It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials not to hear.
So Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal?
Yeah, more or less.
So how about giving Bob and Tom VIP a try? Get the link at bobandtom.com.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show at the Scilac Insurance News Desk. It's Christy Lee.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, chick.
Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hi there.
We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios. Jeff Oskay's here. I'm Chick McGee. And hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick McGee. It's great having you back.
I was gone Friday.
Oh, I was like, where'd you go?
Oh, he was gone yesterday at 10 o'clock. Check local listings.
That's right.
He's back now.
His job is over. Why do you think that is?
Technically, he was really gone about 9, but let's see.
You told me you're gone about 5 minutes ago.
I know, I am.
Are you? What's wrong?
Good time to check in with Christy Lee at the Scilac Insurance News Desk.
Okay. Firefighters rescued a semi-truck driver after a crash left his cab dangling over the side of an elevated highway in Kentucky. The Louisville Fire Department said it responded to the scene on Interstate 65, found the cab hanging precariously off a section of the road situated about 20 feet above Interstate 64 and 71.
So this can be described as a highway mishap, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. A rescuer harnessed to a rope system was lowered into the cab to retrieve the driver before both were lifted to safety. No injuries were reported.
This is really hairy. I mean, the guy's
hairy highway
dangling over the precipice, if you will.
Would you at one point yell, "Wendy, I can fly," if you were in that position?
No.
Well, that's the firefighters who picked him up. That's what they do on the weekends. They run the ropes at a production.
Peter Pan.
Peter Pan, of course. But that it's really something. I guess we don't have the photograph of it. But
Was Peter Pan played by a woman most of the time because the harness would crush the balls if a man did it?
That's a good point. I don't know why it was played by a woman.
Yeah.
I thought it was just a sort of a theatrical
but it was
message
Mary
of sorts.
Martin.
But maybe you've got
Kathy Rigby.
Yeah, maybe it was
Kathy Rigby, yeah.
more logistical. It was.
Yeah, right.
And why did it get to the stage? That's the one I didn't understand.
Because it's so cool. Have you ever seen it?
I've not seen Peter
It's a
Pan.
good story, but why feel the need to make a Broadway play out of it?
There are plenty of movies.
Wonderful. That's why, because it's so cool to see people flying and
a clip online of a high school production that's very elaborate.
Yeah.
Peter Pan flies in on the harness or whatever, and he lands. But then Wendy is supposed to fly into the air, and she's asleep in bed. And all you see is Wendy sleeping, and she's yanked out of bed up into the air and right into a dresser.
It's
the audience goes, "Oh!"
It's very difficult to do well.
Yes.
I'm surprised they did that in high school.
I was too.
That's amazing.
They had the fly system.
A British show about a play. They do plays, and everything goes wrong in the plays, and they just left it in, and it's hilarious. I can't remember the name of the show.
Well, aren't there crews that for a living they go from place to place just doing the flying sequences?
Probably.
Okay.
Wow. The Pennsylvania woman accused of defecating on a person's car in an act of road rage. We had the story.
Hey, Josh, what's the biggest pencil in the world?
I don't know what.
Pennsylvania.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
What was the occasion for that?
I thought I'd add something.
I mean, I know Ace is gone, but we don't have to shove those at it as random.
She apparently is an OnlyFans foot model.
She's an OnlyFans foot model?
Yes. Dubbed the Delco Pooper. That's what they're calling her, the Delco Pooper. I don't know, where did Delco come from?
I want to know where Yest came from.
You said yes.
What are you, my
I think
mother?
your mind's on
Really,
the
my
house.
mother?
Your mind's on this house.
Do you say across too?
Yes, but I know people who do.
What about supposedly? That's a good one.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I like that
Arn.
one.
I got an Arn to close. Sorry, Mom.
Arn.
I need some Italian dressing.
Italian? They're the worst. Yeah.
So this lady, she's the one that she got into a...
Yes, dubbed the Delco Pooper, Miss Cristiana Solamento was arrested in connection with the incident, which occurred last month. The Philadelphia Magazine identified the 44-year-old as an OnlyFans creator who sells photos of her feet, starting at a monthly fee of $7.99. That's $7.99. Prospect Park Police Chief David Madonna told
David Madonna is pleased.
That poor guy. I bet he gets every time he meets somebody, they start doing. Probably has Paul McCartney with a hatchet through his head at his house.
Another song you could have done.
Would you go with Davy Madonna? Because it has the same.
Hey, Godwin.
Yes.
Get a ticket, okay?
I'm really enjoying the show and trying not to have any more issues happen. I'm getting a little
What,
crampy.
playing the guitar makes your bowels open up?
I know it makes my bowels.
That was a little softball pitch to my two friends over here.
The department is pressing charges against Miss Solamento or Solamento.
Oh,
Solamento. We got two songs you missed there.
Chief Madonna said it's not something I can turn a blind eye to. Her OnlyFans handle, by the way, is at NEENS_toes.
NEENS?
Neen's
toes.
Honey's toes.
According to People, I can't even say this.
There's more.
You
can't say yes.
No. The
No,
People
I'm not
magazine.
doing it. People magazine did this story.
She goes by her.
Let me see it. I'll read it.
No.
Give it.
You can. Yeah, she goes by SHYTHEAD. Shite head.
Oh no. I ain't saying that.
Right?
Shite head.
Yeah.
All right.
She's.
I had deja
I
vu
bet it's
about
not
this.
pronounced that way.
You think it might be like the bed sheet?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and say that.
This is just weird.
Sheet.
It might be an for the yacht.
This, I presumably, because this is in People magazine, was all over the news. This is going to, I assume, really help her.
Of course.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Do we have any idea why she's called the Delco Pooper?
No, that's why.
Because she pooped in the car.
But what does Delco come in?
It's just a battery, right?
Maybe
The
she's
Delco?
from Delco.
Is Delco a place?
Oh, it's a country, Delco. It's
Yeah, it's right
that's
next
where
to
We got to find out.
batteries come from.
Ethiopia.
That's the Twin Cities. Ever Ready in Delco?
Yeah.
Delco Pooper.
Just down the street from an Energizer.
You got another song, Pat? You
Yeah,
got
there's
3
another
songs
song
out of
you
this?
could do.
Delco Pooper. Not good? Right there. All right.
I would guarantee that someone has logged onto her OnlyFans,
So to speak.
is now requesting that she,
Crap. Of course.
Of course.
You said, you said logged on.
Sometimes I do things deliberately. Sometimes
It's
Authorities.
serendipitous, yeah. Authorities, huh?
maybe she should start a new new thing called, instead of OnlyFans, Only Brands. Pat, that's what you need.
Oh, I get that.
Staying in Pennsylvania, authorities arrested a man there for allegedly urinating in a church's holy water font.
Boy.
According to the probable cause affidavit, the suspect, Mr. Jesse Sokol, entered the St. Patrick Catholic Church in York and first rummaged through the lost and found.
Jesse, stop peeing in the holy water.
He then approached the pedestal.
I got to right now, Mama. I ain't got a pope to piss in till they elect a new one.
I ain't. I don't know what. I mean, that was insane.
That had a weird accent. I don't know what.
You know what? I am here for 100% of that. You do one show, one day a week, all the time in that voice.
Ain't no pope right now. He did.
That's right.
Okay, that was a different
Pope
voice.
did.
Pope did.
He then approached the pedestal containing the holy water and, quote, desecrated it by polluting it with urine.
What?
Yeah,
He was
what a-
arrested
what
for
a
intentional
dirtbag.
desecration of a venerated
You know where he
object.
pooped? The pew.
Ergo, the name.
Right.
Now, what if a pope would pee in the holy water? Would that
He
make
wouldn't.
it more
Yeah, that would not happen, you see.
Gosh.
more
Because
holier?
There's some respect
Can you
here.
imagine? They elect a new pope. 1 week later, he pees in the holy water. 2 cardinals look at each other and go, we may have made a mistake.
I told you to go. I said, vote. I said, no, don't vote for the Italian guy.
Yeah.
Not my.
We should have gone with the one with half a uterus.
Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, there you go. I took the easy way out. Which was the turtle.
I made all those Mappa hats, make America Pope again. I wanted the American guy, but no, you had to elect the Italian. And look what you got. So this guy peed in the holy water.
Yes, he did.
At least he'll have something for confession this week. Well, Padre.
Forgive me, Father, for I've sinned. It's been 2 hours since I peed in your holy water.
You did what? Man.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
He should be slapped by nuns. Line up 50 nuns, and they all get to smack him across
You
the
might
face.
like it, though.
Yeah, you're right.
There's something going on with this guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get the ruler out.
Now, thanks for joining us, and welcome back. By the way, if you're just joining us, we are in the studios known as the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and we are the Bob and Tom Show. The last time I checked, I'm getting very sleepy. What have you got over there?
Well, you better come up with a lot. The devil made her do it, according to this woman. She's accused of stealing from a Florida Walmart, and she blamed her actions all on the devil.
Well, you could argue that the devil's behind every sin.
Well, sure you could. Authorities in Pinellas County reported the 73-year-old woman was stopped by Walmart security after she allegedly tried to take more than $100 worth of goods from the store. Though she initially denied the allegations, the septuagenarian eventually admitted to the theft.
I love old shoplifters.
Saying that she was told, quote, by the devil to buy the items for someone else, but she did not have enough money, so she attempted to leave with them.
Well, that's very, very typical of the devil to have you do favors for people. That's how it usually works. It's more like the devil, really more like a Robin Hood character. Yes, go steal stuff from Walmart and you.
Yeah, she was arrested for shoplifting.
And where was this again?
This was in Pinellas County.
Another
Florida.
song you missed, man.
What I miss?
The devil went down to Florida. He was
looking for a soul to steal.
What'd she steal?
She stole $100 worth of goods. It doesn't say what.
The devil went down to Florida. He was looking for some toiletries to steal.
He's doing voices again.
Are you happy we're doing your work for you today?
I am indeed. Thank you for helping me. I love you all.
You look like, I'm serious, the way your body language, you're kind of tightening up. Is there an issue right now?
There might be.
Why don't you go home?
I don't go home. I'm going to suffer through this.
The devil give in too quickly in that song? Where he plays and then Johnny plays and then he goes, well, I guess I lost. I think the devil had an argument that he won, actually.
Yeah.
Wait a second. My song way cooler.
You think so?
But then Johnny could go, well, it's really, your song was more about the bass line than it was the actual fiddling.
Yeah.
But I'd like a judge's ruling on who won that.
Well, it could have gone on for hours and days.
There's like 6 parts to that song.
You know, I wonder if there's ever been a fiddle competition. The devil went down to Georgia competition where they actually do have people get up there and
battle it out.
Play it again. Well,
by the way, that show was where they do plays, the BBC show. They do plays and everything goes wrong. The name of it is it's a BBC show, The Goes Wrong Show.
Oh, all right.
That's the name of it.
Simple.
So they deliberately go wrong?
Well, yeah, but it doesn't look like they're deliberate, but it's worth
And the
while.
audience is unsuspecting each time?
I don't know if they're unsuspecting.
Okay.
Yeah. But
My brother was in
worth it.
Streetcar Named Desire.
That's a great story, Pat.
This is a great story.
Streetcar.
My brother was in Streetcar Named Desire. He was he played the part of Stanley. And the flats and everything that they used in theaters for the college, not exactly that well made. And so it's the famous scene that
Stella.
He's fighting with Stella and it gets a little out of hand.
Right.
And he throws her down on the bed. And as he throws her down to the bed, she goes right out the window.
So she bounced off the bed through the window.
And I also never laughed so hard. And my brother was furious with me. But he threw her down on the bed because it's a
it's
heavy
very
scene.
I've seen it.
But right through the window in the flat.
Unbelievable.
Was she okay?
Yeah, she was okay, but they never recovered.
So that happens.
Yeah.
Then what do they do?
One laugh from the audience. You're howling so a quiet theater.
Howling. My dad was the director. He's also pissed off at me.
Right.
But I've never laughed.
How could you not?
I kept laughing.
So did she dust herself off and come around to the back of the set and get back into the bed?
I was laughing so hard. I think she came back into the window again. I don't know what.
Oh.
He throws her down right out.
That's the kind of thing they do on the show.
Yeah,
Do they do it on purpose or are they?
Well, yeah, the whole thing's on purpose, but it looks like it's not.
I know there's a famous story about one play like that where the person is supposed to go out the window, but there's a trampoline down below them, and they go down and also they keep reappearing in the window. I forget
As a joke?
Yeah, no, it's a mistake.
The trampoline was there probably to break their fall.
Right.
Who leaves a trampoline? What?
It was to catch the person who's falling out the window.
That makes sense.
Well, this is a play called The Clock is Ticking, and you are the star because the clock is ticking for Mother's Day. And what am I talking about? I'm talking about getting the right gift. Where do you go? Of course, you go to Steven Singer Jewelers, and you check it out by going to IHateStevenSinger.com. Mr. Singer, to you. Mr. Singer has got some great stuff going on, including that limited edition Blue Moon 24-karat gold-dipped rose. It's a real rose dipped in real gold, and then the petals are kind of a deep green. I'm looking at one right now, kind of a aquamarine-ish green on top. And you can have one of these babies. It arrives in a beautiful gift box with a great card for that mom that you love so much. In fact, if you've got a lot of moms in your life, like your sister's a mom, she's a mom, your wife's a mom, et cetera, you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a whole bunch of these, but you better do it today. Free shipping, of course. But Mother's Day is coming up just a few days away, so it's time to make a plan and get it done. Also, they have great jewelry, of course, including those beautiful At Last bracelets. Get all the details by going to IHateStevenSinger.com. They're selling fast. They will not be restocked. Time is running out. Once again, only available at Steven Singer Jewelers. I hate StevenSinger.com. When we come back, Christy Lee, what do you got over there?
We have a lady who walked away 60 years ago, missing, has been found alive and well.
We'll find out what that's all about. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
It's Donnie Baker. It's come to my knowledge and attention that some dick named Scott Potasniks, Potsickers, whatever his last name is, has been bragging about going behind the scenes. Well, I got a backstage I had a backstage I'm allowed in here. This is a recording studio where Bob and Tom do a lot of their stuff. It's called the Static Shack. I swear to God, man, look at this right here. Spiral staircase. I mean, this is as close as I'll ever come to visiting Graceland. Man, the fact remains they've got everything here. Look at this. They got twin towers. That's what I call them. One commode next door to another commode. I swear to God, you could drop a deuce and play Battleship. This right here is the actual behind the scenes of the Bob and Tom store. I bet you didn't know they had a store. They have to. It's state law. And if you buy stuff from bobandtom.com, you have to get it here. All kinds of tapes, countless tapes. Even got a computer, and look, mobile staircase on wheels. You can make your own Paula Abdul videos. They even got Donnie Baker tapes. I swear to God they do. This one's mine. Prove it. And I don't care if there's a barcode. Don't fit. Yeah, man, there's more halls here than Al Capone's vaults from during medieval times. Matter of fact, somebody's in here working. Hey, man, I got a backstage pass. PJ Yingers does a bunch of the artwork on the Bob and Tom albums and stuff. And he don't care. We come in here, sit on the couch and everything. No, I swear to God he does. I'm allowed in here. And if we chit-chat and do all... And what are you going to do about... Man, they've got everything here. This is basically Bob and Tom's Hall of Fame. You can see the Bob and Tom band, and obviously you can tell Bob's a big fan of the Beatles. There's so much in here. This is going way back. This is basically Bob and Tom's version of the History Channel. Archival tapes back before AM was even a band. I swear to God, I've looked for my roots in here. It's a lot better than Ancestry.com. Matter of fact, I got a membership and a password, and when I uploaded my picture, they transferred me to Ancestries.com. Explain that, chick. Come down here. Tell me this ain't badass. Bob and Tom got their very own strobe light. I got one too, but I still got 6 more payments at Spencer's. But there is probably the best place in the entire recording studio to shoot a porno, right here in this hallway. And with the strobe light, you can make the good ones. Anal. What's in here? I think this goes right into... Oh, hey, it's Alan Jackson. He's the recording master here at the Static Shack, bragging about how he has Dolby sound and bass, whatever.
Donnie.
I got better on Pioneer speakers. He probably makes $400,000 a year just sitting there.
Again?
Huh?
Look, I told you I need at least a 5.5-week notice before you show up.
Them faders need WD-40, and they're supposed to be even. I swear to God they are.
Well, some people call them faders. I call them sliders.
Those will give you farts. I swear to God they will. Alan Jackson.
Get it, Donnie. We're busy.
Okay, whatever. Prove it. Well, we basically reached the focus point of this entire tour. This is where it happens. Right here. These are real drums. This is where bands come in to record acid rock tapes. You can name them all. Most of my bands, Dirt Knuckle, Hood Snot, Mucus Plug, but that was during our Christian rock days. But you can tell, real pine wood recording panels. They've even got soundproof herpes. There's everything in here, and this is where the music is made. And this room here, this is I don't know what this is, but it basically reminds me of every haunted house I've ever been to. Watch your step. Watch your step. All right, now you've seen the bands. This is where some of the radio stuff happens. Come on in here. This is where Bob and Tom behind the scenes types do a lot of their funny skits. I swear to God.
I built myself a shelter out of plankton and chicken bones.
It's the Mr. Obvious show. I love you guys.
No,
Which one's Mr. Obvious? Are you the caller? Or?
No, it's Sid and Bart.
Yeah.
Wait, you're the dick on the news that...
No.
No, Say Fox 59.
I'm not going to do that, Fox 59.
This is a guy that knows the Powerball numbers. I swear to God he does. I could hold you for ransom.
Yeah, we're security.
I'll manipulate it.
Yeah.
Now we're at the epicenter of this stupid place. This is Tom Griswold's office, bragging about I went to an Ivy League college, and it really ain't that big. Hell, my boss Randy's got a bigger office than this. Look, got aluminum siding for walls. All these stupid pictures that he thinks are cool. Anybody can own a cartoon. And look, I'm glad to see Tom saved up to get Liberace's jacket. I'll say it right to his face. I swear to God, man.
I just ran into the parking lot. He said he was giving a tour of the Static Shack. Yeah, and the dumbass didn't even go into the main studio. You know we don't let Donnie into the main studio. Besides, I've got a session for Tom in a few minutes with 6 oboe players.
Hey, it's Josh Arnold. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. During these commercial breaks, I get to enjoy some quiet time here in the studio. That's right. That's because while everyone else is in the break room waiting in line for that dirty old coffee machine, I'm enjoying some Josh time. Yes, just me and my Java House Peel and Pour pod. That's right. The rest of them can spend the next 6 minutes fighting over who gets to drink from that outdated technology. Not me. I just grab my favorite Java House pod, peel back the lid like so, pour it into my hot water here, and the rest of the break is just Josh and his amazingly smooth coffee. Barista quality. That's it. No muss, no fuss, no brewer required. Smooth as can be.
Hey, Josh. Sorry I'm late. I was standing behind all those guys at the coffee machine. They're blocking my way.
Yeah, go figure, huh? Isn't it time you broke up with your brewer? Get started at javahouse.com and use promo code Bob and Tom to get 25% off your order. Java House, the official coffee and refreshments of the Bob and Tom Show. Oh, boy.
Coming up.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Christy Lee.
Hi.
Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chick.
Jeff Oskey's here. I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Hello, Tom. How are you, sir?
Hello, Chick. We have Christy Lee at the Scilac Insurance News Desk. Let's catch up with the last section of news. What have you got?
A Wisconsin woman missing for over 60 years has been found alive. Miss Audrey Backberg vanished in July of 1962. The investigation found her living out of state, safe and well. Officials say she left on her own, no foul play involved. Detective Hansen said she had her reasons and no regrets. She has asked for privacy and appears happy with her life choices.
Oh, all right. Interesting.
What?
Yeah, that's the story.
Confusing.
She was so she'd be 80 something right now.
Yep.
Was she wanted for a crime or
disappeared?
I wonder.
60 years ago.
Yeah.
Walked out. That's all the information I have, Pat. I don't know.
No family?
Well, she had a family at one point, obviously, but she just left.
And she said she had good reasons, and they're not. I mean, why did they even release the story?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Apparently, she was listed as a missing person, and he went back.
I mean, that's
probably to see what had happened to her, and it was maybe looking for maybe they were looking to identify remains or something. I don't know.
Have you seen that show where they find people that are in cars dead underwater?
No, what show are you watching?
Yeah, what's it?
Sunken Skeletons?
Yeah,
is this leading to a joke?
No,
I don't know the name of it.
Saltwater cadaver?
What the?
No, it's they find people that have disappeared.
NCIS, or SEA.
These are all great jokes, but no, it's true. They have devices where they'll go in rivers and stuff and look for cars, and they'll someone had been missing from a certain geographical area.
Sounds terrible.
Well, no, but it's true.
Yeah, they use drones and satellite imaging and try to retrace the path the person was driving. And if they went by an area where they could have slid off into the water, then they examine that area.
Gotcha.
And they found a few.
They find them occasionally.
Yeah. Well, I guess good closure.
I mean, the cold case thing is, this
Not
is
alive.
Rarely.
Yeah, that would be holding your breath that long.
Yeah.
That's a
world
monster.
record.
That'd be a whole different day.
Yeah,
Come on, get some out to Mary Jo.
You think
There's
she's
a picture
attractive?
over there?
I don't
When
understand.
she left. I mean,
I don't
when she
understand
left
any
at
of this.
20.
Oh,
I mean, I can show you.
having a nice.
It's hard to see. on
Again,
this.
why would they even print this?
Well, the question is,
Stupid ads.
if you felt that way, why would you have us do it?
Because
I don't care about the long show BS.
That's the bigger question.
No, thank you for clarifying
I
that
have her
aspect.
name right here. She's 82. She went missing July 7th, 1962, from Reedsburg,
And
a
you
small
continue
town
to look this up.
about 60 miles northwest of Madison, Wisconsin.
I've never been more angry with everyone in this room.
Oh my God! Well, I won't go on.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Never mind.
Okay, here's the picture
No,
of her
we
from
all
back
hate
in
this.
'62. No, I think it's fascinating.
No, you don't. You yourself said this story shouldn't have even been out
You're
there.
fascinated by it's out there being a story. What?
This is getting complicated.
She and a friend hitchhiked into Madison, got on a Greyhound bus.
Yeah, you almost never hear about that.
Yeah, took it to Indianapolis, and according to the original missing persons report, walked around the corner of the bus stop, and no one ever saw her again.
Boom.
Okay.
Just the way she wanted it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those details.
Happily ever after.
And what was her name?
They pursued
The more we learn, the
numerous-
less I care. This is really an interesting thing.
That's
Well, there was
The
a missing
deeper-
persons report, and they couldn't find her. They were
we
worried.
understand.
Well, so of course,
Deeper I dig.
now that
I
all,
think her parents are probably dead now.
well, if they're not, they're going to be in the Guinness Museum for being 120.
Right? Yeah.
All right. Well, we all hated that.
Yeah.
I think I enjoyed it.
Oh, I know. This makes us appreciate other stories.
That was the angle.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
It's got to be it, right?
We are certainly more grateful for every other story we had this morning.
True.
I
Okay.
saved it
He's
till the
still
end.
looking. Look at him look.
No, I didn't. I
He's
didn't
looking at-
realize there was a picture.
Yes, there's a picture.
Oh, no. Well, talk about a game changer. There's a picture of this woman that I hope lived a fine life. And
Yeah.
she did.
Well,
And,
this says-
And also requests privacy.
yes.
It's kind of negative toward Wisconsin. I resent this.
Wow.
It says
Okay.
it says she's living in a state not Wisconsin.
Yes.
You say her name was Backberg? Is that
Audrey Jean Backberg.
Oh, okay.
You guys, there's a reason she
yeah,
wants
the
this to be
song?
private. Oh, all right.
Welcome, Backberg.
Oh, keep going.
No, I say you have to end there.
No, that's it. Yeah. Bum, 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 bum.
The internet roasting a tourist.
We're done with this stuff?
We were done before we started.
Boy. We were out the door with our coats. We were walking to the car. We were going to be home and in bed in 5 minutes.
You notice I waited till the very end. I didn't want to do it. It didn't make sense.
Well, this would be really cool if she turned out to be,
It'd be really cool if she turned the corner of the bus station and she was attacked by an elephant. Then it would be really cool.
The elephant pooped on her and the alligator was involved.
If she
And
were
shat her
abducted
out.
by aliens.
What if her high school boyfriend?
What if?
What if that didn't happen and she lived a nice life, which is what happened?
Maybe she got knocked up and went and had the baby in a different state.
Oh.
No, you guys are missing, but you're not reading between the lines here. A 20-year-old lives her life, doesn't want to get into the details as to why she left. Something awful was happening in her home that she escaped.
Exactly.
Maybe her parents became vegetarians. What do you think about that, Pat?
Instead of pedophiles, maybe.
Yeah. You know what?
Maybe so.
Hope that's what it was.
Maybe so.
Yes.
Oh, so you're suggesting Uncle Bad Touch?
No, no. I'm suggesting Daddy Bad Touch.
By suggesting it.
What captivated you about this story?
Because
I need to know.
I want to know, why are they releasing any of this at all?
I don't know, because it was a cold case and they had fresh eyes on it, and this is what
How did
came
you
out.
find it?
Oh, it was a story. I saw it yesterday. Yeah, I just I
Throw it away.
I mean, would you just leave her alone?
We're trying to.
They did.
We really are trying to respect her wishes of privacy and not talking about it.
Yeah.
You're insisting we.
I was thinking she's dissing the state of Wisconsin. I resent that.
She could be close. You don't know. Shush.
Maybe she works at Culver's. Get us some good burgers.
That would be an ironic thing. She spent 62 years avoiding Wisconsin. She works at Culver's.
They have excellent burgers.
They sure do.
And fish sandwiches, by the way.
Somewhere the sun is shining. Somewhere there's a fun radio show.
I know it.
There is no joy in Mudville.
Because Tom is stuck out.
And Mrs. Burkhart, whatever her name is struck out.
Backberg.
Okay, sorry. I don't care.
Lady Gaga gave a free concert in Brazil that was attended by over 2 million fans. You
And
heard
one
me.
bomber.
Million. Yeah, we aren't talking about that part.
Okay.
She kicked off the show at Copacabana Beach with her 2011 song Bloody Mary before performing classic hits like Poker Face and Alejandro. 2.1 million people came to the show.
130 of the men were straight, by the way.
The large-scale performance is part of an effort led by City Hall to boost economic activity.
That's a big number for one of her shows.
They wanted to boost economic activity by having a free concert.
Carnival, yes. Similar concerts are scheduled to take place every year in May, at least until 2020.
Did you see the article that a lot of people wore diapers?
No kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have play help going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
You got 2 million people.
God, there's no way I would go to
I'm wearing a
that.
diaper right now. No, I'm not.
Had enough.
You done?
I've had enough of you.
Me?
And
I've
your
had enough of all
diarrhea.
of it.
You have to say it out loud.
Diarrhea. It's an adult
When
conversation.
you're sliding
people
in a
have.
home and your pants are full of foam.
Diarrhea.
Diarrhea.
Well, another intellectual episode of Today in Wit. the new
That's
show.
what we should start doing on this date in wit.
Yes, I say. It's quite an academic exercise.
And this woman lived happily ever after.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's take a look at that.
You know, the T in T.S. Eliot stood for...
All right.
Say we'll be back at some point. Good night.
These are the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.